lives and personal affairs with malicious intent. It's one thing if a person wants to claim a privacy violation because you're violating their privacy. But then when you want to retaliate and start continuing to harass this individual and put out all of this other information on all of these different sites that you want credit for, it should be no surprise again why I said from the beginning I don't trust none of these so called journalists. I don't care what type of credentials they have when they come out here and expose themselves.
You have called out a sleeping giant. I don't like to use my platforms to address certain things, but this is important because I'm a working journalist. The smoke is coming. The smoke is coming. So when you try to impugn on someone's reputation by antagonizing them or doing this extra stuff, it's done. We're dealing with you. You want to be famous, we're going to make you famous.
This don't seem crazy to y'all. All these people can get out here.
Doesn't seem crazy at all to me.
To expose people's.
Now, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Hit the like button. Come on in and say hi to Papoose, y'all. Hey, good evening. Good evening, everybody. I'm a little tired. Been at work all day. I was relaxing. And of course, it's time for me to click on some tube. Okay. Let me click on some tube to see what the heck has been going on. hmm Now, respectfully, as I try to be on my channel, respectfully, I do, with my humble opinions that I have pertaining to some of these videos that I see, with using my perception and my opinion based on my analogy of this situation that is occurring out here. But this one person in particular, rightfully so, say what she want, feel how she feel. But I saw um, two videos actually. I saw two videos actually. I saw Dennis Byron video where he went down to the Fulton County, apparently, as he stated, to check and see if there was a subpoena, to check and see if this was going on and this was going on and all of that. It doesn't take a blind horse to see that he was there in front of the Fulton County Courthouse or wherever that building is. A lot of people recognize it on their lives. So they know he's there. They know he was there to take care of whatever situation that he decided to take care of. But after that video, I also saw another video. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? And that was Bookham. See, she left that part out. That's not in her content. And I asked myself, why not? If you saw someone show up right behind you going to a county building to file or check on some things that are being heard that is pertaining to you, what was the other guy going there for? Now, he gave his reason of going to Wisdom Daughter. And I can't, for the sake of me, not understand Wisdom Daughter asking Bookham some who, what, where, whens, and whys. She just let him say what his reason was for being down there. Now, mind you, he showed absolutely no proof of it. He just told her. And she was okay, as if she believed it. Didn't sound believable to me. However, it appears that Dennis Byron obviously caught this video or someone sent it to him. Bless you too, love. Thank you. So, with him catching that video, one in their right mind would think that, oh, you're stalking me. You're coming down here to, because I was on my live. And he did do it on his live. I don't know if Kaleidoscope caught that. So, if had she caught that, common sense, and rightfully so, it triggered Dennis Biden as a threat, as you stalking me, as you're trying to pull up on me. You're trying to find out more about my business than I'm trying to do, taking care of my business. I saw that boy on his live, literally standing out there or in his car asking, well, where you at? Where you at? You went ghost. You're ghost now? Where you at? That's like a threat. That's like stalking. But then he goes on Wisdom Channel and give a different reason about why he was down there. I was displeased with Wisdom daughter for not even running that video and analyzing it herself, because had it been her that was down at Fulton County checking to see if that was a subpoena on her, and someone like infamous Sylvia or whatever, whoever, right, would have came right behind that with a video, Wisdom daughter would have suspected too that she was being stalked. Wisdom daughter would have had a problem with that too, that a individual shows up immediately after you have left a courthouse to come on their live to ask, well, where you at? Well, where are you? I don't know how Kaleidoscope left that out, her video. But what she does do with a lot of the videos in her considerations, in her the gags, she puts herself into these videos. She makes them about her. And that is so weird, not ironic, just weird to me. This is what happened to me. Apparently, as the shenanigans continue, this ain't about her. Why do she wants to make this about her? I get it. She seems to be overly protective of Bookham right now, or just wants to engage herself into this entanglement going on. Or the more she talks about, well, I and the gag, and y'all should have watched this. And I tried to tell you guys, and this journalist is not holding up to his technical background of what a journalist should be doing. And then back to I and the I and the I and the eyes. I'm saying to myself, how do you interject yourself into something like this? I'm telling y'all, all this stuff is weird. It is so weird. So I'm going to react to this because I could not understand how she's passing her judgment onto Dennis Byron or the infamous Sylvia and the rest of the crew out there, but she negates from him. But I'm like, you're not going to talk about any of the things of his doing instead of having an excuse of why he does these things. Is he doing it or is he not doing it? And rightfully, he is doing it. He's doing it. I don't feel like cooking. I don't want to cook, Joshua. I'm not even hungry, so I don't want to cook. What are you cooking today? But I think that this is like really weird, and I'm sorry. I don't own the rights to this content, and I'll probably put it on private when I get done with it.
that has a lot of people gaslit into really thinking they're more relevant in these situations than they really are, when I could use the things that they put on public display as the perfect example.
But why?
The reason why
Hasn't she been putting things on public display since R. Kelly been charged and placed in Butner? Ain't that what she doing? What more can go on public display, and what is it to gain out of it? What, who's going to jail behind her content? I'm just asking. This is some weird stuff.
title is what it is because within the last 48 hours, an individual had issued 2 privacy complaints on my videos. As a journalist, I don't take that.
Now, it just tickles me how these so called journalists always want to throw around that term, being a journalist, but they don't want to throw around the behavior that's associated with.
This is how you know where there is a direct um what do I want to say? This is I need to bag this up because Dennis Byron said something, and she didn't choose to elaborate on that. She chose to skip trace around this to make this a direct attack to Dennis Byron by Captain saving a mother. It's weird. Listen to this. Now, this was a perfect question that she could have taken and asked herself this question, because when he said it, I asked myself a question.
That term, being a journalist, but they don't want to throw around the behavior that's associated.
Like she's
with
literally
being
back in the rear seat attacking, like this man interjecting herself into this debacle, and it's crazy.
situations than they really are, when I could
Listen
use
to
the
what
things
Dennis
that they
Byron
put on
says.
public display as the perfect example.
The reason why the title is what it is because within the last 48 hours, an individual had issued 2 privacy complaints on my videos.
Pause. He said in the last 48 hours, 2 individuals filed a complaint on his videos. You don't want to know who? You don't want to know why? You don't want to know when? You don't want to know where? You don't want to know any of those, so that you don't be jumping to conclusions that this person is starting this and this person is doing it. She didn't want to know that. She jumped right into where it comes off for her defense for Bookham. That's weird to me. There's 2 sides of a story, but I get it. You team up and you on this team and you say some things and you on that team. That being on a team, I'm telling you, and out here on YouTube, it get your ass caught up in some shit. It really does. But she also tries to inject herself with her own individual story of some things that happened to her a long damn time ago. And she's still prolonging her situation where nothing has been done. Her complaint has not made it anywhere as far as to the people that she is claiming that hurted her some particular type of way. Now, mind you, because her video comes on and I'm trying to see, okay, where were you actually really hurt at? Because the things and the pictures that they put up, like you still symbolize that. You got your coochie out right now on the beginning of this video. Now, I get it. It's to attract the people, men per se, or maybe some women who are bisexual or whatever, to find the likeness of your video, to hit that thumbs up. But her whole coochie in a bikini suit is out on here. And I'm going, oh, okay, well, take your clothes off day. Okay. But listen to this. This is crazy to me.
Journalists, I don't take that.
Now, it just tickles me how these so called journalists always want to throw around that term, being a journalist, but they don't want to throw around the behavior that's associated with being a journalist compared to a blogger, for example.
Now, I'm going to pause that too, because now she is upset about how people are throwing around their weight as a journalist. But isn't that done when people says that you don't have content and I do? What's the damn difference? Right? I mean, granted, Dennis Byron does talk about how he holds the cards to this and he knows these people and blah, blah, blah. And she didn't tag this here to TMZ. I don't think that he works for TMZ. I personally don't think that TMZ would be interested in this type of low level as a blog and of stories either. But who am I? I'm just saying. But she hurried up and put TMZ inside of this. Now, the strange thing about that is, let's just hypothetically say, okay, you get some attraction from TMZ and they want to bring you on. I really, really would love to see what proof or how would she go on there to decimate this damn man? How you gonna pull that off? I'm wondering. I'm really wondering, right? Did she, but let's hear how she wants to analyze and critique what a journalist position should be. Like I said, granted, okay, Dennis Byron, since he does talk so highly of being a journalist, one would ask, well, why are you down here dealing and peddling in this petty type of stuff? But mind you, when those two went to court, it wasn't petty. It was something of dear interest out here because people wanted to know who was lying and who's telling the truth about this situation with the stalking and the car situation. That was a story that was in court with that Judge Manning over there, where they have taken Judge Manning decision on that case to favor it for Bookham. And that shit crazy. When her rule and her throwing that stuff out applied to both of them. It didn't apply to just Sylvia, which is the way that Bookham likes to present it out here, but it didn't. It applied to both of them. But let's see what she's saying.
Example, or a janky ass person trying to give themselves a facade that they're a trial vlogger given credentials by another janky ass individual to pretend like they're covering cases knowing they very much can't read.
Isn't that a shot? Isn't that crazy? And this is coming from someone who used considering in every freaking sentence that she puts out here, or the gag. We'll do whatever we can possibly do to try to tear each other down. That shit is crazy. But this is because of her. Oh, that's too much life. This is because of her defense mode that she's in for Bookham. It's weird. I think personally, they do just fine. Dennis does. I can understand everything. So now you have to ask yourself, is it the dumb person who just can't understand it, or you just choose not to understand it and you want to dig somewhere in your pocket to come out to say that someone just can't read? That's all you got. When I actually watched a lot of this man's stuff down there in the courts and all that stuff. It seems to be reading just fine to me. I don't know about y'all. And another thing, you wouldn't be able to critique it or rebuttal, I guess I should say, if he can't read, or because you wouldn't understand nothing that he's saying back. You wouldn't understand him. But you're responding to it. The kaleidoscope, girl. I'm gonna do chill today. I'm gonna do chill
with my legal team to deal with that issue. But what we're going to do is, there are videos that we have decided to remove, but we're placing on our official website. I am going to bring the websites in there, all my other powerful outlets. But since that person wants attention, we're going to give that person attention. You don't get the opportunity to work behind a pseudonym or anonymous. If you're doing things that are illegal and go against, forget the YouTube, but go against the copyrights and First Amendment of the United States Constitution to harass other individuals, We are calling you out. We're not calling you out just by assuming that we're putting your name out there, and we're going to put the details out there in the Patterson, which you've used to try to harass other people.
A perfect example of the demonstration I'm giving you now is how I feel about Jim Derogatis versus
What?
Tasha K. Now, obviously, if a lot of these
She wants your focus. She wants y'all focus back on her and the whole R. Kelly situation. That's what she wants. She puts this in literally everybody's dilemma. This is what she interjects inside of it. Do her thing. But I have to honestly say that Sylvia, Dennis Byron, Wisdom Daughter, and right now Bookham has nothing to do with an R. Kelly situation. Now, if she wants to have a shot at the puzzle, then separate it. Go back to where you feel like you have dialogue on things that infamous Sylvia has done to R. Kelly. Go back to those times. But this is a complete different situation going on, but she likes to interject R. Kelly in and do her parable because infamous Sylvia is also involved over here in this. Me personally, I don't know what infamous Sylvia did to an R. Kelly. I wasn't there. Me personally, I can't say anything about her scamming because she don't have my money to scam on. So that there was not my business. I always said that throughout all these years. If the people feel like you were scammed and somebody done conned you, then why aren't those people taking this up in a court of law to prove that that she did the scamming? I make it make sense to me. I don't understand it. But she didn't do me. She didn't do me. So I have no complaint about it. R. Kelly gets out and all these people tore away at his money, he'll have the opportunity to come after all of the people that he can prove that did X, Y, and Z to him, including his attorneys. That's the most that I'm like. I think that that's fair, a fair sentence to say. I think that that's fair to say. You tell me, have you seen anybody else out here on behalf of R. Kelly trying to find all of this scamming money and take it to court and get it back on his behalf? Because they can't do nothing but talk about it. Waste of damn time.
So-called journalists can hide behind these so-called bloggers and people trying to mask themselves as though they're bloggers or trial vloggers. It should be no surprise why I looked at all of these individuals expose themselves, then try to reverse
that
all
shit
the
again.
information that they put out here on these platforms. That
she should be rich by now. She should be rich. Because Oz is winning with her. I guess they going to win with her. She's the investigator. She's the prosecutor. She's the judge. She's the jury. She's the executioner. You name it. I'm like, girl, you. But what is it with this eye shit? I do not know. It's weird to me.
It showed me that they were full of shit, especially when you hear individuals like this person try to manipulate the fact that if people want to use avatars or other personas, that doesn't mean it gives you the right to try to expose their personal lives.
Pause. Now, that's her prerogative to think that. And maybe there is an underlying law that she's just probably not aware of. Second of all, if Dennis Byron wants to go blow 10 racks or bands or whatever, how you say it out there, the gag is you ain't got no choice but to let him do it because not even your commentary is probably going to stop him, Kaleidoscope. It's not. You thinking because of you saying this crap is going to make that man go sit down, but yet then you feel that he shouldn't have the right to defend and do and say how he chooses to do. But in this content, you fail to mention anything about how your brethren, your partner, followed that man down there to the Fulton County Courthouse. You ain't got nothing. Was it his? That was his right, right? Okay, but was it wrong? Was it wrong? Because the what I'm looking at and how I saw it, he all of a sudden that day, he got some business down at the Fulton Courthouse after he watches that man video and then sit there to say that, where you at? Where you at? Truthfully be told, Bookham just might find himself somewhere up in there on a harassment charge with Dennis Byron. And there's no way that you all will be able to say that he didn't harass and stalk him, especially if he's not going to be able to prove the real reason why he was up in that courthouse instead of feeding that buffalo crap over there to Wisdom daughter. Just danced around that whole crap. Are you serious?
Their personal identities just to prove whatever point you're trying to prove and or give commentary about on these YouTube streets.
The hypocrisy.
You see, when I notice this pattern of behavior behind all of these people
there's
who
the
like
investigator
to parade on these platforms together, then act like they don't know each other. Clearly, when they push the same messages and then make a fool of themselves on their own platforms, whose fault is it that people want to be gaslit because grown individuals can't accept?
This is a very biased content, Kaleidoscope. You are so biased. You are so unfair with these stories that's going on. You are unfair and you biased, and it is showing. You are showing your left hand and your ass out on your videos, girl. You something else. Now you know how to do all the AI shit. Okay, they're fun and they attractive and they're everything, but you got this whole devil look up there with infamous Sylvia on here with this book of spells. Let me see if y'all can see it. Oh, wait a minute. With this book of spells thing, right? But yet then to come out and try to judge anything on you and the way you're coming on with your whole cooter rooter out, you would have a problem with it. You will have a problem with somebody saying that, like I just said it, because it's out. It's definitely out. And that's only to gain the attraction out here. They'll catch that, sit here and watch this stuff like my dumb ass sitting over here doing. Hey, use your fishing rod how you choose to use it. Go right ahead. But this content, this is about you. This is about you. You're biased. You are so biased, honey. Oh my God.
The fact that nobody really cares about what they believe in, and those who spent years trying.
Y'all done heard I like 3 or 4 times already. 3 or 4 times. Who is this about? What are you mad about? I'm trying to understand her madness. That's what I try to do. These are other people dilemmas, other people problems that they have going on, and you mad. I sit over here all day. Explain to me why I'm not mad. Explain to me why that I just find the humor in this stuff and have to let these grown adults sit out there and deal with their own dilemma. But you mad. You know why you mad? Because you want to turn this back over to the attention, the attraction to you, the eye. Your shit happened long time ago. Ain't nobody really focusing on your cuckoo like that, or the story about those men that put that shit up on the screen and who attack you. You still on who attack who. These people is on who attacking who and bringing that shit up in the court of law. Court of law. They bringing that shit to the courts. You still out here now advancing up to some cartoon goddamn pictures. Ain't moved on nothing. They put your stuff out there, Kaleidoscope. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You just gonna keep sitting on here being mad? You just mad. I ain't never seen nobody this mad for 6 damn years. You been mad forever. Ever, ever, ever. You probably need to take that book of spells out of infamous Sylvia's hand and put them in your hands. Because, baby, you mad.
To force their beliefs onto the general public.
They're not forcing. They're not forcing. That's a missing, incorrect freaking word to use. You're now trying to manipulate the brains out here because they're not forcing anything on anybody. Everybody has the option to click it on or click it off. They're just putting their stories out here in public, forcing Kaleidoscope. How do they force some shit that pops up on a damn TV screen or an Android or Apple screen? How is that forceful? How is that forceful? Your choice of words, girl, forceful. Only dumbass people feel like that they're forced to glue this shit into their heads and fall into this shit. You don't have to click on this stuff. They don't have they're not weaponizing against people. So you better come on this. What? Forceful.
With these so-called journalists who want to exert their so-called authority and power, trying to threaten people by exposing their personal lives and personal affairs with malicious intent.
What in the fuck? What in the what's she getting it? What's she making this shit up at? Kaleidoscope. They didn't say that. Neither one of those parties didn't say that they was forcing this on you and they're doing this with malicious intent. Neither one of them has said that. So how are you developing this goddamn story that you're doing? You're mad. You're big mad. Forcing? They developed this story to put this on these people membrane out of malicious intent. The fuck?
Onto the general public. Wait. Behind all of these people who like to parade on these platforms together, then act like they don't know each other. Clearly, when they push the same messages and then make a fool of themselves on their own platforms, whose fault is it that people want to be gaslit?
Okay. Now, I want y'all to hold that thought, right? I'm going to turn my screen around. And that same narrative that she's giving you about these people who she's speaking of, the Dennis Browns and the Sylvias and all these people, right? If you follow her slideshow up there, right? If projecting was a slingshot, it'll backfire on her. Because the same thing that you're saying that these people are doing to put some sticky shit out here to stick to people's brains and doing it as malicious intent, corruptive, right? Then what is this? Because you're doing a slideshow, right? That literally is not corroborating with the story that you're telling, right? But it's about other people that's on there. Aren't you doing what you're saying they're doing? I'm just asking. Aren't you doing, let me turn this camera around. Aren't you doing what you're implying that they're doing? You're trying to push your madness of this whole situation about an R. Kelly thing that went on out to the public. Isn't that what you're doing? They say it's okay if you do it, but it ain't okay if another mother sucker do it.
Act like they don't know.
Look what's on the screen.
Clearly, when they push the same messages,
look what she's
and
pushing.
Then make a fool of themselves on their own platforms. Whose fault is it that people want to be gaslit? Because grown individuals can't accept the fact that nobody really cares about what they believe in, and those who spent years trying to force their beliefs onto the general public.
Hold on. I need y'all to type that in the chat so I don't forget it. You said forcing their beliefs onto the general public. and I be a rat's ass. That's exactly what you've been doing for the last 6 damn years in the R. Kelly case. You are voicing and every freaking day, 6, 7 videos a day of the content of R. Kelly and all of the different players that has been involved in the R. Kelly shenanigans and the takedown and all this. Isn't that what you was doing? I'm just asking y'all. I got to have this stick to me, so I got to play this one more time. What you just said?
It's about what they believe in, and those who spent years trying to force their beliefs onto the general public
Their
are the
beliefs
fools when they go and link up with these so-called
on
journalists.
to the general public. Hypocrisy and projecting is a bitch. It's a bitch. Isn't that crazy? To not know that you're doing it. That, a lot of people don't know that they're doing it until you let them know that, hey, you're doing it. Until you let them know, yeah, you're doing what you're saying others are doing. Isn't that some weird shit? Somebody else need to be holding that Bible.
Who want to exert their so-called authority and power, trying to threaten people by exposing their personal lives and personal affairs with malicious intent. It's one thing if a
Kaleidoscope. They ain't did, neither one of them did shit with as a malicious intent. They ain't pressured and put nothing on nobody. They did the same thing you're doing, which is hitting that live button and coming out here and letting everybody see what the hell is going on. They ain't pressured nothing. You need to quit it with that. You need to quit it. Just quit it. I think you need to start drinking you some Snoop Dogg.
Person wants to claim a privacy violation because you're violating their privacy. But then when you want to retaliate and start continuing to harass this individual and put out all of this other.
Now, the individual, allegedly, she's talking about Bookham. But not one time in this video that you will hear her mention anything about that boy traveling down to the Fulton County behind Dennis Byron being at the Fulton County. You ain't gonna hear nothing about that. I want to know how she leave. How did you leave that out, Kaleidoscope? Why was that left out? Why? So you wants to run with a one-side narrative. Seems like that you are pushing your narrative as malicious intent on the people to side on the way you want them to side with you. Isn't that crazy? Girl.
Information on all of these different sites that you want credit for, it should be no surprise again why I said from the beginning, I don't trust none of these so-called journalists. I don't care what type of credentials they have when they come out here and expose themselves.
Now, let's pause that. Because I literally see all of these videos. I don't recall anybody asking Kaleidoscope to believe anything. None of it. There she is again, interjecting herself on what her belief is about these journalists or content creators or bloggers or vloggers. I didn't trust any of them. I don't think that they really gave FAWK Kaleidoscope. I really don't. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Your feelings ain't literally, they ain't lost no money thinking about it. They ain't lost no money thinking about it at all. However, some of your numbers done dropped. See, when you first did R. Kelly, You was joyful, joyful, joyful. 20,000, 30,000 on your views. You were getting you a nice little check. But see, I think that done went down. And this ain't to say to push R. Kelly to the side, but your stories about R. Kelly and all of that repetitive stuff, it just ain't reaching no more. Nobody gives a crap anymore. But you steady tries to keep pushing that, maybe hoping that you can turn all of this around and bring this focus back to your stories about R. Kelly. I think that that's what you want. I think that that's what you want. I know we got to keep them alive. Respectfully, okay. There's no problem with that. But it's you got your little game plan going on here. Long as you keep him alive and keep interjecting him into shit that he don't even belong in. His name, R. Kelly name, and the shit that don't belong nowhere inside of this dilemma that's going on. But see, when this is dead and gone, you want to still be on that train of hoping, okay, well, now I can get people back over here because ain't nothing going on. I'm still talking about R. Kelly.
Out a sleeping giant. I don't like to use my platforms to address certain things, but this is important because I'm a working journalist. The smoke is coming. The smoke is coming. So when you try to impugn on someone's reputation by antagonizing them or doing this extra stuff, it's done. We're dealing with you. You want to be famous? We're going to make you famous.
He gonna make you famous.
Crazy to y'all. All these people can get out here for years, enabling people to expose.
Don't sound crazy at all to me, Kaleidoscope. I understood everything that he's saying, and I understand his motive for doing so. I do. See, you might be missing something of some things that portrayed between him and Wisdom Daughter. You might be missing something of the effect that was that he feel affected by with Bookham traveling down there to Fulton County right behind him. So what you're saying is that he should not have the right to G up, to throw his gag out there, or to be considerate of protecting himself. We just supposed to believe that that boy drove down there on a friendly visit, say he went to file some more paperwork that he need to give to the prosecutors. But then he comes in his car and says, well, Dennis, yeah, who did you see? Because there was no prosecutors down there. Then who the hell he filed his shit with? With the clerk of courts. And then they gonna pass it on to the prosecutors. Bullshit. But let's listen.
Those people's personal lives, they can get on here and keep triggering people with their propaganda. They can keep bullying.
Pause. Are y'all triggered? Who's triggered? Who's triggered? She is. She's triggered. Her defense for Bookham has come out of its shell today. Who's triggered? You're triggered. Kaleidoscope. You're a projector. Oh yeah. You're bad at it too. That's what's fucked up. Who triggered? Queen says she ain't triggered. Who else is triggered in the chat because of Dennis Byron and Bookham and Wisdom Daughter and Infamous Sylvia? So who's triggered? The assumption, Kaleidoscope. Oh my God. How do you have this presumption about people? Who are you talking about? Who's triggered? But you're the one that did a video that is a very biased video, and it's one-sided. Well, two-sided, because for half of it, it turns back the focus onto you. I. Honey Queen, we be laughing. We be laughing. Who losing their mind over this stuff? This stuff has nothing to do with the general population out here. It has every bit to do with Infamous Sylvia, Dennis Byron, now Dana J, and a Wisdom Daughter. Who's triggered? Girl.
And harassing other individuals by putting out false information But when you respond, when you drop receipts,
You know what I think? I think that she's not watching the other channels. She 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 is not up to speed. She's not seeing things that she should be seeing so that she doesn't come out here and have bias ass content. Maybe that's a problem. But then they'll sit over there and say, "Well, I ain't subscribed. I ain't watching that mess." Well, at this point, prima donna, I highly suggest that you watch everything so that you won't look like you buku crazy, like you're doing in this content with this bias ass story that you have. Thank God for some of the damn journalists. At least they tell the whole story so that people can make a precise or concise as narrative or an opinion on what they see. You only got one, girl. You only got one side of them.
on them, then they want to come out and pull out the big guns. Ain't this about a bitch?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna reverse it up, honey. The bitch that it is about and what you mad at now, because you heard Dennis Byron say he finna pull out the big gun, the big stuff on this, right? The big Milky Way, right? What is about a bitch about it is that, and truthfully, your boy ain't got the money. I don't think so to rumble with him. Your boy don't have the platforms to rumble with him. Is you mad about that? What he going on? Rumble? His Rumble views don't even get as many as he gets over here on the regular YouTube. So I'm trying to understand her, y'all. I'm really trying to understand. You're mad at someone who actually hold trump cards over your boy. And I do believe, this is just my belief. I believe I believe he'll take Bookham down. I do. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to play it too, right? This is the reason why. Because your boy, he only knows how to fight with paper receipts. Okay. Yeah. His commentary, he wasn't going to never pull up on that man. He knew that man had done left that building. But he come back on his freaking live to talk about how he finna drop and expose all of the stuff that him and Dennis was probably talking about through a phone. That's his fight. That's how he weaponizes himself. Sorry for him. Dennis came with smoke. He said he with all the smoke. He calling the cards now. And you mad? What you should be doing is back screen talking to your boy, trying to see if he got the money to roll in the mud with this man. Does he have the platforms to run with this man? Is he really worried about Dennis Byron exposing him with this skirt and the juju beads on? I'm trying to understand why you're mad. Sometimes, since Dennis Byron was out here talking his smack, sometimes you're going to have to put your money where your mouth at. He decided to take that road. Now, I didn't see no paperwork or anything with him dropping 10 bands on leveling up with an attorney or whatever copyright and or what he has to do with his things, right? I didn't see that. That's his word. I don't give a shit about that. But I also haven't seen that with your boy. And I also have not seen it with you. Out of all of this stuff that they done did to you out here, Kaleidoscope, the only place that you got to cry about it about is out here on YouTube. You chose you gonna cry how many more years? 6 more years, which is crazy. Hi, Miss Denise Love. Thanks for coming into the chat. But yet then your intro is with your coochie out. You got your coochie out. Hi, Miss Brown Love. Hey, girls. Thank y'all for popping in. Listen.
And you know, I work with some high-profile celebrities. If you don't know, you'll find out. And this is light work for us. Light work. Just make sure you have enough resources because we're coming for you. You don't work behind pseudonyms. You don't work behind anonymous names. Privacy is out the window. This is a public forum for people to be able to do content responsibly and legally.
I know he fucking lying.
Mm,
So is it responsible and
listen,
legally formatable to come out here and throw out all of your conspiracies, but when you get a response, when you get a reaction, oh, you got to do this and you got to do that. Well, it don't take a genius to recognize.
you wrong, prima donna. You wrong as a jackrabbit. You wrong right now. This live that he done came out here after he saw your boy come down there to that Fulton County with this alleged stalking and threatening behind him. He said it. He said it. As a matter of fact, we gonna play it. That's when Dennis Byron kind of leveled up. That's when he leveled up. Why are you not talking about that? Why did you leave that out? This did not come before that. This came after that. And you over there sitting and saying that he shouldn't be doing this. What? Oh, he wants to use now his credentials and level up. He's leveled up after this alleged freaking threat and stalking behind him. Are you behind? Are you not keeping up? I'm out the door all day. I keep up with it. That is crazy that you make this point. You're wrong. And you know you're wrong. Let me go back, because baby, I'm gonna make sure. And now I'm leaving it up. Because you're wrong right now. You talk about them trying to push some shit. What is you pushing?
Names. Privacy is out the window. This is a public forum for people to be able to do content responsibly and legally.
I know he fucking lying.
This
So is it responsible and legally formatable to come out here and throw out all of your conspiracies, but when you get a response, when you get a reaction, oh, you got to do this and you got to do that. Well, it don't take.
I ain't buying it. I ain't buying. When he get a response and a reaction, no, baby, you got that wrong. You got that backwards. And you need to go and watch the video and recant your stuff and apologize, because this came after your boy. This wasn't out there before him. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And what Dennis is doing now, because this came after that alleged threat and that stalking, is formality. Ilma Negro. What's up, boo? I ain't seen you in a minute. And I played one of your videos the other long ago. I must have been thinking about you. How you been doing? I hope all is well over there. You wrong, Kaleidoscope. You is dead smack wrong on this. And doing stuff like this, I'm sorry. I don't understand how or when or if you will ever be able to get your views back up to where they were. Because you do a lot of fast talking too, a lot of hot mouth shit, twisting up the stories too, because your defense is only angled in one way. And you're missing some things. That's messed up.
Take a genius to recognize that if you want to take legal action against somebody, you ain't got to pull out no big guns, as they say. You ain't got.
This the part where somebody died and left her chief of the rules out here. Left her the chief of the Constitution. She wants to tell you how you need to be in formality of defending yourself. Ain't that now, prima donna? Now that's a bitch. That's a bitch. When you got somebody else wants to tell you how to weapon up. Ain't that some shit? I gotta ask you though, Kaleidoscope, who the fuck are you to tell anybody how they should be defending themselves? Who the fuck are you? I'm just asking. Don't go getting them little panties that you already got up in your crouch, in your intro, up in a bunch. Please don't do it. I just got questions over here. I'm trying to understand, who are you that can insinuate how somebody chooses to weaponize themselves for their defense. Look at you. No. I be like this at work. What the fuck? What the fuck? Well, you know you shouldn't go out that door. Why I shouldn't go out that door? That door open. That door goes out. I can open it. I get heated, y'all. Hold on. Don't tell me how to protect or weaponize myself to defend myself. Don't do it. She said that like she finna come and put charges on Dennis Byron. You
Well,
can't do
that
that,
is
Dennis
to
Byron.
come out
You
here and
can't do
throw
it.
out all of your conspiracies, but when you get a response, when you get a reaction, oh, you got to do this and you got to do that. Well, it don't take a genius to recognize that. If you want to take legal action against somebody, you ain't got to pull out no big guns, as they say. You ain't got to go run to no other platforms and utilize all this and that.
Sister, what we not finna let you do is have Dennis Byron fight with just a phone like your boy. It ain't nobody fault out here. That old Bookham does all that roughy toughy talking over there, and he ain't got the money or the resources to level up on the level that Dennis Byron is trying to fight him on. That's his fault. The thing is, don't write a check that your ass can't cash. That's the whole motive. Don't write a check that your ass can't cash. And according to Dennis Byron, he wrote a check. Now he gonna have to find out how he gonna cash in on it. Now, here's what I suggest. Kaleidoscope. I suggest when he come on, y'all boy book, and he tell y'all all about the VMO and the Zelle and the Cash App and what else out there. I suggest y'all start hitting it. Y'all need to go and fill that boy basket up when he do roll call for y'all money. Cause he gonna need it right now if Dennis Byron then leveled up and fits to put out his stuff. So you don't want Bookham stuff to come out. But you would have been okay if Bookham would have sat over there and read all these text messages between him and Dennis Byron as he switch it all up and make it sound juicy. You'd have been fine with that. As a matter of fact, I think I got a screenshot with you probably saying, expose them bitches. If it's not you, it's somebody from over there. Expose them. See, you for that. You biased, girl. You wrong. You wrong right now.
You could just take them to court, right?
That's
The
what he
same
doing.
type of shit people mad.
Thank you,
They're
Miss Brown.
stirring the pot
That's
about this Dana and Sylvia situation.
That's
They got
what
all
he's
these
doing.
people feeling some type of way because they confused exactly why I moved politely out the way and let these people do the shit they're doing right now to expose themselves so that people won't feel like.
Let's pause. All right, y'all. I need to put a poll up because I need to ask y'all, is there anybody out there that saw her in the way, that paid any attention of her being in the way? So why is she saying that this is why I moved out the way? But yet then you're interjecting yourself in it right now in this commentary. You're interjecting yourself in it, but you said you moving what far out the way, but then you put up a AI picture with Sylvia with the Bible in her hand. You didn't move too damn far. What you doing is sending side shots. You over there doing the underlay for the overplay. You over there throwing your rock and hiding your hand. Hey, Kaleidoscope. You ain't heard it from me, and I ain't the one to gossip, but that sound like some scary ass bitch move you making. I ain't doing, and I stay out the way. But yet then you gonna blast all that shit up on the screen. Girl, if you don't go sit your ass down. But I didn't do it. I know I stayed out the way. Girl, how far out the way are you? How? Because you ain't too far out the way. You just throwing your rock and hiding your hand, pretty much. That's what you're doing. And what you hoping on is that they bring you a little bit of smoke at your front door. Then you can start having and blasting your commentary, right? I don't think they're going to do it though, Kaleidoscope. I don't think that they find any interest in you. I really don't. I don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I really don't. One, because you can't leave R. Kelly out this shit. R. Kelly ain't got nothing to do with what these people got going on this YouTube. But for some reason, you keep retorting your shit back to all of this screenshots and slideshows of what's going on with R. Kelly. And I.
Like what I'm doing is malicious because they do the talking for their damn self. I can't make this shit up.
See, that's a reverse psychology move, prima donna. Yeah, you heard what you said. You said that you didn't have to do it because they're doing all of the talking by themselves. That's what you said. But who's talking over it, against it, judging it? Are you saying that what you're doing makes you a better person over what they're doing? What exactly are you trying to say? What exactly are you trying to say? Oh, it's okay if you expose them, but you gonna stay out the way so don't no exposing or anything come to light on you. Is that what you doing? Is that what you do, girl? You trying to be slicker than a can of oil.
So when you thought that was what I did one licensing this week, you will never see that kind of money. So you've harassed the wrong person. Stupid. As I said in the email, you're stupid.
That was stupid.
You're stupid.
It was stupid what he
Now,
did.
how stupid is it to always form this alliance on the internet with people pushing the same message? When people start to side eye the individuals pushing the message, people got a problem. But then they could come out here and put the propaganda of a frog being squashed. They can keep trying to instigate and justify.
Y'all see her trying to switch the story? Do y'all hear her trying her best with all of that consideration? All of that, the gag is y'all don't hear this bull crap she's talking about. Prima donna, I'm sorry. It's the run-ons, y'all. This is where you'll get confused with her storyline. She has run-ons. It's like it never stops. She doesn't break it. She doesn't dissect it down. She just run this shit on, hoping that, like I told y'all, that you're not slow to listen, slow to speak, and quick to listen. Like, listen to this whole run-on in this sentence. Listen to this shit. If this wasn't one entangled ass goddamn sentence, I do not know what. Give me 1 second.
Out your line. That's when I'm finna leave.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So let me rewind it. Here we go.
That was what I did one licensing this week. You will never see that kind of money. You've harassed the wrong person. Stupid. As I said in the email, you're stupid. You're stupid.
Now, how stupid is it to always form this alliance on the internet with people pushing the same message? When people start to side eye the individuals pushing the message, people got a problem. But then they could come out here and put the propaganda of a frog being squashed. They can keep trying to instigate and justify why people are crashing out on these platforms, but then they want to issue out
Agree,
these threats.
Jerome.
Then they want to put out here and try to attack people's so called livelihood, and people confused why somebody like me didn't come to YouTube.
Somebody like me. Somebody like me didn't come to YouTube. Kaleidoscope. You know you need to cut the shit, right? You need to cut the shit, cut the shit, cut the shit. I don't care how you cut it. Slice it 4 ways, 6 ways, 8 ways, 10 ways, but you need to cut the shit. You need to cut the shit, girl. You need to cut the full of shit. You need to stop it, honey. But I mean, carry on because I enjoy sitting over here laughing at this now. I noticed that you didn't use I. You switched it up again to make it about you. When what they got going on ain't got shit to do with you. But you steady trying to put yourself into this. I don't think that nobody cares, really. This is just my opinion on how the fuck you feel. I really don't think so. So I try to understand, why do you feel that it's necessary to express to the people how you feel? Ain't nobody asked you how you feel. I'm Kaleidoscope. How you feel today? Because obviously you need to ask somebody. Somebody need to ask you how you feel. Because if they don't ask you, you gonna share it with us any damn way. How you feeling today? Because baby, you, you mad or not? I think you mad now because if Dennis Byron push it where he's saying he's pushing it, and I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. I got bills, and I don't get support over here like that, right? And so I can't go subscribe. I gotta wait till y'all drop it out here. I got shit going over here, money going over there, money going over there. I can't be subscribing to the memberships and the stuff. So I won't have the story like that. Y'all gonna have to get them, and I'll wait to hear y'all talk about them, and then that's how I get them. So when I become financially stable with YouTube, then okay, maybe I'll get in there to get some. I can't do it. I already got 2 memberships that don't has nothing to do with over here or nothing like that. But I can't. I don't know how y'all could do it. I can't afford it. And then to be in memberships or something like that, and then they never bring you the content that they said it. Girl, I would be on fire. I paid for this shit. But that's a whole different story. But Kaleidoscope, you make sure that you go and you go to a Dennis Byron website, cause he say he gonna drop some juicy shit on there. We wouldn't want you to miss that, so you wouldn't have to come back out here with another bias ass story like you doing right now.
Trying to make YouTube my job. Didn't come to YouTube having to go live and lie every damn day. And definitely ain't got to hide behind no avatar, considering the same shit they put on display they've done to me, and wonder why I say they're dumb.
Hold
Now, when
on. Hold on. Now, I don't know what has changed within you at some point of time, because you used the word had. You didn't have to come back then out here in an avatar. But your intro is an avatar now. So what changed? What made you now need to come out here in an AI avatar? Huh? What changed? You didn't like the way you look no more? What happened with that? You had to floss it up. You had to welcome to your friend. Now we just pow pow. Take me and bring down and sit down and then welcome and welcome. Got the red little wig on. What changed that? Or am I behind? Am I the one that need to check? Honey, I have no interest. This is who you gonna see. This is going to be me. Oh my God, Jana. This one right here, this is I think maybe 3 or 4, maybe more than that times that this is straight bias right here. This is biasism to the 10th power, girl. If I ain't never seen it, I'm like, what the hell? She's biased on here. Oh,
Say they,
and it's about her.
I don't specifically mean Dennis Byron or this person or that person. I mean exactly the people that individuals saw posting my kids, trying to post my location, all other kind of personal information.
Did y'all see how she turned this now to her? I don't mean specifically about the Dennis Byron and the other people. I'm also talking about the people that shared my things, shared my information, put my kids, it done flipped to her. And I'm asking the audience, what in the hell did Dennis Byron, infamous Sylvia, wisdom daughter, and Dana J had to do with anything about her interjecting her personal separate issue? What did it have to do with that? You don't believe me? I'm going to show you. Now she's back to broadcasting what went on inside in this community over here about R. Kelly stuff. People that did something personal to her. So I don't know if this is her projecting or trying to mirror and also contradicting herself, right? She says that Dennis Byron and infamous Sylvia or Wisdom Daughter, all of these people, right, are out here doing a malicious intent to put something on your mind or your heart, have you feeling some type of way, right? Well, what does she think is supposed to happen if she's doing the same thing? Isn't that what you're trying to do? Isn't you trying to make us feel or have the sympathy card for a situation that occurred with you, Kaleidoscope? I'm just asking. But this what the hell does this have to do with what you started off talking about? Nothing. Nothing. This is your situation, and you couldn't even keep it separated.
As this man is implying he's going to be pulling out and doing, when at the end of the day, if he has commentary to give on whatever it
Back
is
to
he
Dennis
disapproves
Biden.
of, that's one.
Back to why is she mixing these stories together? Why? Why are you mixing these together? If you want to go and prove something about that dang on a Scooby Doo did X, Y, and Z to you, where you're trying to show a parable about this is what Dennis Byron is allegedly or is going to be doing to Bookham. Is that what you're trying to show, a parable? Or what am I doing here? It's two different things. Dennis Byron and Dana J, aka Bookham, and Wisdom Daughter, they're dealing with their stuff. They're Sylvia's in and out of courtroom. Dennis Byron is planning on taking this to a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? Dennis is doing that. But you're still on here pairing yourself to a alleged similar story of theirs to yours, but you're not taking action. You're not doing nothing. You're over there for 6 years still talking about it. So I think one thing that you could kind of grab from Dennis Byron is there is things that you can do about it when you feel some things have provoked you, triggered you. He's taking it up there. He spent the money, allegedly, because I don't know that to be a fact, but he said he did. He said he did. When are you going to spend your money? When are you going to go and take these people and file your charges against them? Because you're really, really hurting from this. You are hurt from this. This is really hurting you that these things, as you claim, happen to you. But when are you going to take action? You won't take action. You're doing exactly what your boy over there doing. This. this. So you're not hurting too bad. You're just using these other people content as to imply some malicious or whatever, what you say, content, and put this shit on people's brain to have them feeling some type of way. Nobody came out here to feel any type of way about someone who you has your own personal shit going on. Well, she needs to reopen it. Because truthfully, I'm sick of hearing her talk about the shit about what was allegedly done to her. It's like it's over, it's boring. Go do something about it. Go do something. Dennis Byron had the money, allegedly. And he said he's going to make your boy a superstar. Why, you should be happy about that, because right now he ain't accomplished neither one of the S, not the super S and the super or the star, other than his Tubi shit and whatever. He ain't Paramount. He ain't up there. He just dilly dabbling in this shit. So let me finish saying what your ass got to say.
But to again start bringing out personal feelings, personal vendettas, because people have engulfed themselves so deeply in bullshit on these YouTube
Isn't
streets.
that what she's doing? I'm asking you guys. She said instead of bringing out your personal matters and your BS, isn't that what she's doing? I'm asking you guys, isn't she announcing all of her personal shit that has her in her feelings about something that was done to her? I'm okay, because I'm trying to make sure. Because she said everybody else is dumb. But that is exactly what you did, Prima. I'm gonna rewind your shit so you can. Sometimes a person got to hear they shit, hear they stuff. Hey, sweetheart, that's my T-Bug. Hey, love. So listen, let me hear you.
Implying he's going to be pulling out and doing, when at the end of the day, if he has commentary to give on whatever it is he disapproves of, that's one matter. But to again start bringing out personal feelings, personal vendettas, because people have engulfed themselves so deeply in bullshit.
Oh my God. Let us go. I'm sorry. You need to edit that, because if you don't, hon, I'm going to tell you, you need to go sit your ass down. If that ain't the most hypocrisy ass statement that you have ever made out here, baby. You cannot with these people. You can't. Kaleidoscope. What did you not hear what you just said? Because obviously you don't. You didn't replay this for yourself.
Is implying he's going to be pulling out and doing, when at the end of the day, if he has commentary to give on whatever it is he disapproves of, that's one matter. But to again start bringing out personal feelings, personal vendettas, because people have engulfed themselves so deeply in bullshit on these YouTube.
Okay, now hold that thought, because we're going to go to considering. Let's do some considering. Let's do some considering, Kaleidoscope. Let me take you way back when I was 18, yo. Let me take you back on your shit, because we're going to do considering. Now, are you, or should I say, did you consider the fact on this part of your video right here, when you talk about personal feelings? Right here.
Now, when I say that,
hold on, because I'm going to show you how you just did the switcheroo. See, 1 minute, you making your personal feelings inclining and stating on something that these other people did to you. That's personal. That's feelings. You're talking about you. And then you want to jump back over here to the Dennis Byron feelings episode. Which direction do you want to go? What you trying to put on the people out here? What are you saying? But let you say it. Now, this is you and your personal feelings right here.
Or this person or
Look at
that
that.
person. I mean,
Look at that.
exactly the people
Look at
that
that.
individuals saw
Look at that.
posting my kids, trying to post my
Look at that.
location, all other kind of personal information, as this man is
Look at that.
implying he's going to be pulling out and doing, when at the end of the day, if he has commentary to give on whatever it is he disapproves of, that's one matter. But to again start bringing out personal feelings, personal vendettas, because
did y'all see her slideshows? See, that happened to her. That's some situation that has happened allegedly to her. She's biting two apples at the same damn time with one tooth. With one tooth. She's biting two apples. I don't even know what the taste is like after you do that. Is it very juicy or what? What? What are you doing, Kaleidoscope? What is this? What is this?
People have engulfed themselves so deeply in bullshit on these YouTube streets is ridiculous.
Now, what she's trying to do is paint a overall corruption of people. Two different stories, okay? That's what she's doing. She's trying to imply that this person is corrupt, that person is corrupt, and this person is corrupt. And that's because they don't fit her investigation and analogy. It doesn't fit the way she wants it to go. So because of what happened between her and Scooby-Doo, actually, I believe it came from Trent, and these pictures came out, and this came out. Mind you, she retaliated. She fought back. I mean, like, okay, it's over. She's fighting back. Okay, you're defending yourself, right? Because she likes to say that nobody came out here to defend her, right? Well, Buckham came, the beast of the jungle. He's the baddest scrub on the damn YouTube street. That's all she needed. She didn't need nobody else. But what failed with her was she chose to have this help from this individual who did not take her up the right road to help her get her an allegedly court hearing or anything. Why that didn't happen? He failed her on that. But see, he was only good at coming out here to fight back with the people online with this. See what I got on you? I got on you, and I'm going to bust you, and I'm going to meet you over here, and we're going to do this. That was him. That's how he defended Kaleidoscope. That's how he defended her. He had no intentions on taking her and helping her to show her how to go file your stuff and put your money up, and you got to get an attorney, or you can get a bet. He didn't do that for her. Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't your friend. All he did was found him some YouTube showtime. Click the button, hit the live, donate for this, send it over there. Don't forget my Vimo. That's what he did with her. That's exactly what he did with her. She sent him some cookies and some Dunkin' hot grease ass cupcakes and shit like that and double fudge. They've been best friends ever since, but he did not show her how to get on. She retaliated. She defended herself. She stuck up for herself. Then he came along. That's all she needed. She got what she got out the deal. Nothing. She got nothing out the damn deal. No. So I can't understand why is it that she continues after 6 years trying to express her feelings about being hurt behind some stuff that happened years ago and then do nothing about it. I'm doing good. So, but what she's doing is trying to push together her whole narrative on how she feels or whom she feels has all been corrupted up underneath advocating or journalizing for R. Kelly. That's what she's doing. So you don't be confused about the situation. She don't give a rat's ass about what's going on, really, with a Dennis Byron and infamous Sylvia and a wisdom daughter. And for the matter of fact, either book them either. Because she's still trying to push her R. Kelly advocacy. Okay? That's it, and that's all. She's just finding a strategic kind of way to pin it on you guys. Stay focused on this. I don't want people to lose focus on what's going on with R. Kelly, but right now there isn't much going on with him. He's got to wait. He's gonna have to wait this out. He's gonna have to see if things can turn or get better. I don't care how much she sits her ass over there and you want to talk about an ineffective goddamn counselor. But yet then ain't put no money up, ain't got nowhere near close to R. Kelly to hire him one that you feel is effective for him. Now you talking some shit. I don't hear that shit about, oh, he's ineffective. Bo Brentley, ask yourself. I put it in the community board. How is it that people can come into the community, into these chat rooms asking a ding dong, because that's what he is, because he done told y'all that he know R. Kelly and I'm the godson and I'm a this or this or that. They asked him his ass, well, I mean, how do you feel about Bo Brentley? How the fuck is he supposed to feel about him? Bo Brentley is not Dana J's attorney. They don't go and ask R. Kelly that question. R. Kelly, Bo Brentley cannot be R. Kelly's attorney unless R. Kelly hired him. And it says up underneath those paperwork, it clearly says Bo Brentley, representation, legal whatever for R. Kelly. Then that means R. Kelly put him there. Who the fuck are we to question it? You got a problem and you want to question it, but they ask Bookham. Well, I feel now, Bookham didn't feel no type of fucking way when he was walking down there with his hand on Cannon. Hey, Cannon, anybody pay? He walked, then when the shit was over, he felt a little bit kind of way. Why you didn't ask R. Kelly? Were you down there with your daddy? Why you ain't got on the visitor list to go and speak to your daddy about ineffective counselors? When y'all gonna wake up? Why won't he go, since he knows what's best for his daddy, to tell them, hey, these are not the counselors that you should have? You want to know why he don't go? Because he ain't got the money or the resource to bring the type of counselors that R. Kelly needs up in that goddamn courtroom. Okay. Money talk, bullshit walk. But he's able to get that past them people over there. I look like an idiot asking him or anybody else, well, how's Mr. Kelly? How do you feel about Bo Brentley? Bo Brentley ain't my damn attorney. I didn't hire him. R. Kelly hired him. R. Kelly hired him. It is what it is. Bonjean, what's the other lady name that first came out that did the show in her bra? I can't remember all of their names. He been through all those people. At some point, yeah, he must have trusted them. But what choice did he have to do when this is the only people that's coming in or people getting paid to come and fight for him? Or, as they put out here, other crooked people behind the scenes are hiring these people to come in there and fight for them. Well, I look at Nicole, thank you, baby. I look at it like this. Well, they got their money taken too, if they even paid them. Those people weren't out there working for free. So people was getting checks left and right. Hey, at some point, I'm sorry, R. Kelly needed to stand up to the judge and tell him that I feel that I am not being appropriately represented right now. He hasn't done that yet. At least I don't know that he's done that yet. I don't see anything of that, except for Greenberg, I guess, getting terminated, or the other guy who still says that he's holding on to the money somewhere. They haven't sent it in yet. Anton, him. So I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is. So let me block you because I ain't got nothing moist or nothing to show you. Get your ass up out of here. So now let me finish because I'm back to this.
A person like me who sat back all these years looking at all these people with the side eye and obviously presenting why.
You see what she said? I sat back all these years. All these years. You sat back all these years to build this whole goddamn Crayola collage up to tell people how you feel about ineffective attorneys, about alleged victims, about Don Russell, Cash Jones, who else you talked about? You sat back all these years to do that. What did that do for you? What did that do for you? Oh, you telling your stories. Kind of like how Dennis and Infamous Sylvia and Wisdom, how they telling their stories. Oh. So now you made it about them, you done made it about R. Kelly shit, and you done made it about you.
I don't trust even these so-called journalists who contribute these stories.
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta pause it. She don't trust. I gotta ask y'all a question. Who's in jail? Who's in jail right now? R. Kelly. Who court case is going on right now? Infamous Sylvia and Booker. What Dennis got going on? His whole journalism shit that he's doing over there. What is Wisdom doing and all the rest of them doing? Everybody doing their own little single content, whatever they talk about, different stories or whatever. So I gotta ask y'all, who out here give a fuck about what she trusts? Who gave a 2-ounce bitty butt about anything about what this girl trusts? Because I didn't trust him. Was she finna bail R. Kelly out? Absolutely not. Is she finna help with Bookham's case over there? Absolutely not. Is she, well, so far she's only been good with teaming up with the people that is going against that side over there, like, Randa Baby. She says things about that and all of that stuff. So you're doing damaging content, and you're out here trying to make yourself look better than others because I didn't do this and I didn't do that and I didn't trust these people. There was nothing, absolutely nothing for you to trust or not trust. I'm trying to understand that. You didn't have to trust it or not. YouTube is just telling your stories about what you think about a person's content, your opinion on it. You over here with some whole goddamn trust shit. Like somebody deposited something in your damn trust fund. What the hell's going on?
These media outlets.
You're stupid. And your thumbnails. Those thumbnails like Exhibit B. We have Exhibit A. Those are thumbnails of Exhibit B. So we have a story coming out today. One of my great writers are putting a story together. We're calling you out. We're calling your behavior out. And we call it all those who acted in concert with you, even to attack other content creators. I didn't want to have to expose you. I didn't want to have to do this. But when you come after a reporter, a real reporter, you play one. I'm a real one. Now it's the time to make real the promise of democracy. We're coming for you. Enough is enough.
All right, Playboy. Just make sure whoever you come for, just make sure they ain't got no receipts. Just make sure they can't document all the shit that people like you and people that like to surround you have engaged in on these platforms, and then try to hide behind freedom of speech and all this other fugazi shit when they do shit with malicious.
Kaleidoscope, you ain't saying nothing in a secret. More, nothing. Whatever comes out, most of the people out here, we done discovered that shit. We done discovered that might have been some hanky-panky between some grown-ass people. It might be some text messages between some grown-ass people. Now, I don't think no hanky-panky was, with Bookham or nothing like that. I don't think so. But that's kind of what you are insinuating over there. Okay, bro, lover boy. Don't get mad now with some receipts coming out. Oh, you talking about those receipts that your boy Bookham said that he was going to drop, right? Because he started that with Dennis. Dennis hadn't said a word. He the one came on his live over there in his little 2-hour of a business day job that he has. Because I can't understand if he got a job, how the hell he get up and leave that job that damn fast to go chase that man down there to Fulton County? What job? Is he on the volunteer through the what you call that center? You know the centers that you go to and you sign your name up and they call you to go in to work for a little bit. What's that shit called? I mean, a job is a job, but I'm just saying. You mean to tell me that he had time to leave a job? But that's what you making it sound like. That's Bookham said that. So now you want to what? Regurgitate? Like there's some real juicy-fied evidence out here that's gonna murder Dennis Byron, that's gonna kill him, shut him down. Because Bookham said so. It doesn't pay to try to switch it up to make it sound like it didn't come from the horse's mouth. Like you don't know nothing about it. I'm about to do Nino Brown. You don't know nothing? Somebody around here better know something. I'm like, what? Come on, Kaleidoscope. Come on with this one.
Intent, then try to play the victim and flip the script. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried.
At this point, though, Kaleidoscope, technically, he is the victim. He is. I guess you did not see your boy video. You need to explain and don't come up with that shit that, oh, well, he can go anywhere he want to. He wouldn't have never, I'm betting a buck on it. I ain't betting that money like Dennis Byron do. I'm betting a buck. He wouldn't have never showed up to Fulton County with that lame ass excuse that he shared with Wisdom's daughter had he not seen Dennis Byron on that live saying that I'm at Fulton County. He wouldn't have never went down there. He had no reason to go down there. None. But he went to go play Big Billy Badass. Where you at? I'm here. Where you at now? That's stalking. That's really, and he's talking about Dennis because wasn't nobody else down there for him to look at, but look for it, but Dennis. Who else was down there? Girl, you need to stop trying to cover for this
That's
boy.
Why I documented it. You get it?
You could have hid behind your AI pictures. But that time is done. You can't hide behind AI pictures, the fake contacts, fake wigs, fake all that other stuff. We expose it.
She said she documented it. And that's why his ass gonna lose in that damn court with Sylvia. Because you documented it. And all your shit is fucked up. All out of line. Everything gonna wear. That's why he was in that courtroom with Judge Manning, because you documented it and allegedly was sending Bookham all these damn receipts to use because he ain't catching everything right. And he up there in Judge Manning talking about R. Kelly and a Dubosky and a DJ Tyson and Ronald McDonald and Burger King. He ain't talking nothing about that car. So he must have got that for you, and that's why that whole goddamn case got thrown out. That's why he lost. It's you need to let him get somebody else to document. Your stuff ain't right.
I think the fakeness and the harassment on our official channel.
What a shameless plug. Again, all these so-called journalists, they got to do the most to keep your attention.
Wait a minute. You mean Bookham don't do the most to keep the attention out here? He don't do the most. Kaleidoscope. You mean to tell me he don't do the most? How is that he's getting a pass, but you clowning everybody else? He does the most. Girl, I think you stuck on that part about how he says, I don't lie. I don't lie. I think you like when he say that. I don't lie. I think he hypnotized you. Daniel, just hit the like button because you wouldn't know. You got to be in here every time I come on to know.
Now, obviously, I just thought some of the people who keep confusing my position on this matter get a little insight to my thought process when I observe all of these different people, when I observe how they jump from platform to platform with the same bullshit, and why they get mad that I...
Hold on, hypocrite. Hold on there, hypocrite. Because you know I be kind of everywhere in the trenches, right? I don't come out too much. I like being where my position is at, right? Because you tend to soak up a lot more than you do if you are in the actual chat. So I like being outside the chat. Now you just said because all these people moving around with different positions and over here. What you just over there with your same buffale crash dummy ass stories with that girl Alicia? What? Oh, you. Hold on. Let me see if I got a screenshot of you saying something over there. When you just over there? I think that was like a last week show or something like that. What? You need to stop the bull crap. You need to stop projecting. You need to stop. You need to stop. When you were just over there doing the same shit that you just mentioned in your content. That's girl. I mean, let me see if I screenshot.
Now, obviously, I just
Listen
thought
to
some of the
you.
people who keep confusing my position on this matter get a little insight to my thought process when I observe all of these different people, when I observe how they jump from platform to platform with the same bullshit and why they get
I
mad.
want y'all to really hear this. Listen to how she used the observe word. Listen to the switcheroo of her context. Listen to this. Listen to her. Listen to her run on. Listen to. I'm almost about to say, I don't know who's worse, you or Book. I really don't. Y'all really think that y'all can just talk fast enough to get shit by people? I don't know what. I don't know. I don't. Let me see if I can find your screenshot, baby, because you are a projector. I don't even know if you know that you're doing it or not, but you're doing it. It's weird.
So-called journalists, they got to do the most to keep your attention.
And we get millions of views a month. So we're gonna help your channel grow. Why you still have it? We're gonna help your channel grow. Why you still have it?
Now, obviously, I just thought some of the people who keep confusing my position on this matter get a little insight to my thought process when I observe all of these different people, when I observe how they jump from platform to platform with the same bullshit and why they get mad that I personally.
You observe all of that, but you don't observe, you don't put observation on yourself. Why you put observation on yourself? You observe all of these people who jump from platform to platform. When you on Wisdom Daughter, when you on, you probably peeped in on V Lenore. When you on, aren't you on Alicia? I think that's her name. I'm not sure. Aren't you on Bookham? Aren't you everywhere just like everybody else out here? Oh, but can't nobody else do it, but you can do it. I can't. You can't make this shit up, y'all. You let me see if I got. I'm pretty sure I screenshot your shit, but I had to find it because something told me. I said, me, I'm willing to bet that she come back with a goddamn story on some shit that she's saying about others that she do. So I had to, I had to copy your shit. I had to copy your shit. You were over there, literally rooting and tooting with your pom poms on about. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna go find it, girl. I'm gonna find it. Yeah, I got screenshots. I'm just a messy. Okay. Oh, child.
Reserve the right to exercise my freedom of speech how I see fit. I document.
You hear that? See, it's okay if I do it, but it ain't okay in others with others doing it. See, she can exercise her free rights, but then Dennis Byron comes on and exercises his free rights pertaining to which level he wants to take this to about Bookham or a wisdom daughter. She got a problem with it, but when she do it, She want to exercise her free right,
All the
girl.
things that I feel validates my points. I focus on my points and my points alone,
But
and I don't allow people to pull me out of character to demonstrate the malicious intent that they show you. What are your thoughts on how these people strategize on these platforms? Considering another big point that I've made when people ask why people weren't defending R. Kelly, why people
R.
don't
Kelly.
speak on this, why people don't speak on that. Well, I also put on public display exactly why people don't. Because obviously, when you don't go along to get along with people, all
Oh
these
my
weirdos start
God.
popping up and try to change your perception
Oh my
or attack you
God.
for your observations. At the end of the day, everybody's not going to be bold enough to stand on what they believe. And I don't take the fact that people can issue out these threats, try to come for people's channels, and even team up with individuals who I put on display for hiding behind
Wait,
fake
ho, ho,
privacy.
ho, 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 ho. We finna BAG up, baby. We finna BAG this up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You don't take what? When people do what with what channels? And you are you rock with someone who is the master of taking people channels out here. You can't make this shit up. You can hold on, Kaleidoscope. Back BAG up. Hold on. What you said?
You don't go along to get along with people. All these weirdos start popping up and try to change your perception or attack you for your observations. At the end of the day, everybody.
Did y'all hear that? People that attack you for your observation. Book, I think she's talking about you on the low low. I think she's talking about you on the low low. You want to know why I think that? Let me show you why. Because if you pay attention to her story and just that little point that she tried to make, right? Look who she plastered up on that on up there. That you right there. I'm trying to tell you, Book. This girl, listen, Book, you might want to cut her out. This girl is exploiting you on the down low. Listen to what she said and tell me if that does not apply to you.
Go along to get along with people. All these weirdos start popping up and try to change your perception or attack you for your observations.
Oh,
At the end of the
really?
day, everybody's not going to be bold enough to stand on what they believe. And I don't take the fact that people can issue out these threats, try to come for people's channels, and even team up with individuals who I put on display for hiding behind fake privacy claims after they consistently keep trying to provoke responses from me, then get mad at how I choose to respond. Cause
Wait, wait,
I
wait,
ain't
wait,
Jada.
wait, wait,
Remember
wait,
that.
wait, wait. Ain't nobody trying to provoke no responses from you, girl. Where you making this stuff up at? You worse than that goddamn book that damn girl, that fake ass book that girl wrote. You worse than Cash Jones over there with that damn. So where you get this fictional ass shit? What are you doing? Who provoking you? You talking about the stuff that's been going on with you for over the last 6 years that you ain't deal with, that you still heard about. I Cause who provoke at you? I could promise you, and I watch Tip. I ain't seen Sylvia provoke shit about you. I ain't see Dennis provoke nothing about you. I ain't see Wisdom Doyle provoke. I ain't see, but who provoking you? To be honest, I haven't even seen Scooby Doo say shit. To be honest, not on the community post, not nothing, not lately. Girl, you is hurt. You gotta get a hug. You need a hug. Now, I'm glad you kept that up. I'm going to almost have to say that that looks a perfect picture of two devils in disguise. But that's just my opinion. That's me utilizing my First Amendment right on my perception of what I think. Same as you. Isn't that crazy? Mm-mm-mm. Now, where that Lee? Why you take cousin Levi out of there for? Now, because I think that there's a program that you actually missed. I think that we should play that. And then maybe you will have a clear understanding, a different perception pertaining to Dennis Byron coming out to say what he said, because it came after. And I mean, you can't fault him for feeling like, hey, I feel like I was stalked or harassed. I'm just saying, you can't take that from him, because had it been you at that Fulton County courthouse, right, you would have felt the same way. If I'm just gonna say, if Scooby Doo was in the truck in the car, and all of a sudden he did a live 10 minutes behind yours, talking about some, well, where you at? Where you at? You'd have felt the same freaking way. And you know you would have. You would have. But it's okay when you guys are doing it, but it's not okay with others doing it, right? Stop it. These people have been going back and forth with each other all of this time, but yet then it just looks crazy that you're in a biased position to defend one person. Right now, with this stuff going on, this should be neutralized. This should be neutralized. You state your opinions about your case or this or that, but teaming up on this right here, that's ludicrous. You need to butt on up out of this. Stop trying to defend somebody who you know that the majority actually rules out here, that he kept up a lot of mess too. He kept up a lot of mess. But you for some reason, y'all want to take him out. For some damn reason. Oh man, did he take it down, y'all? Hold on. Oh, maybe that. Hold on. Did you take that damn video down, boy? Put that damn video back up. I think this might be it. Let me see.
Oh boy. I heard somebody was
Right here.
telling a lie.
She didn't see this? You mean to tell me that you did not see this boy down at the Fulton County behind Dennis Byron? You didn't see him.
I'm out here.
He done left his job that he only got to work 2 hours a day. So he done did a sick leave on 1 hour. So he didn't get paid for 1 hour. But look at him looking for him. And you don't think that Dennis Byron should level up? Look at that.
And get ghosts?
And got ghosts.
I hope not.
Look at him looking for Dennis Byron, y'all. That's crazy.
He had a lot to say on the internet.
Who he looking for? Who is he looking for? He looking for Dennis Byron. Isn't that stalking? Isn't that harassing? Exactly, Scooby-Doo. This is crazy. Now, I don't understand if Dennis Byron, I do understand, but I'm just saying, decides to bring this into court, kaleidoscope. How is it if the timeline shows when Dennis Byron was at Fulton County trying to see if there was a subpoena for him or anything else pertaining to him needing to be in court or whatever the case may be. How does this, how you going to clean this up? Going to clean this up when this live came in almost 10 minutes or so behind Dennis leaving that courthouse? What excuse other than the ones that he gave Wisdom Daughter on her live about why he was there? Why? He acts like he owns all the court buildings. He just waltzes all up in there through there, know everybody and their mama and their auntie and everybody that's being charged and got to go through court. Like this is sickening. But how are you going to sit over there and say and have a reason of to bag up his justification that this is not harassing and stalking? How?
Man, you got a lot to say about me.
This is this is nuts.
Man.
He literally dropped what he was doing. He stopped everything, ran to that car to drive his ass down to Fulton County. Makes no sense at all, bro.
Come to the courthouse, ain't nobody here.
Came to the courthouse, ain't nobody here. Who he looking for, Kaleidoscope? Because Dennis didn't come down there and provoke him from a live. Dennis didn't call him out. Dennis didn't say, Booker, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? That was him. That was him. And this video here alone, I'm sorry. It should help show with Sylvia to help show his character. This should. Like, this is insane.
Crazy situation. Damn. Niggas pop shit about you and get ghosts.
Listen to this shit.
I don't understand it.
Unbelievable.
Something like that? It's me. Yeah. Appreciate you.
He's a great ass kisser too. He a show great ass kisser. He'll walk up in there, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? He's like, phony as hell. But that's just my opinion. Phony as hell.
What's going on, Bob? How was your day today? A-OK, smooth sailing, huh?
Ooh, he an ass kisser.
That's what I like to hear. I see you tomorrow, too. All right.
He's struggling carrying that weight around now, y'all. Holy shit. Talking about he on a diet, a fish diet. Shit, Dennis say you need hurry up and eat all the tilapia you need and some gym cut. Dennis say he gonna run circles around you on the mat. Boy, you bet I remember that exercise he called himself doing. Talking about he just did 10 miles. That boy walked from the door to the curb 5 times, y'all. 10 feet away. Talking about he worked out. The struggle with food is real. Stop it. Now he want to do all fish. Now, mind you, after he done sat over there with all them damn cooking shows, sitting there wolfing down all that damn meat and food and juice. Now he want to do a fish diet. Man, if you don't get the fuck out. Stop it.
Cause everybody talking all this stuff about me. Why don't they just let me be? Well, three. Hold on.
He sure know how to put a story together.
You never know where I'll be at.
Listen to this shit. We know you ain't at work.
I'm on two. Hold on, wait a minute.
And that's for sure. He do everything else for some except for some time at work. That's what he do.
Yeah. I ain't getting on that one.
Because I forgot to turn it on and I was drinking my water. That's why. This the part I can't do. I can't do. I can't do that. You click on live and the whole goddamn Flintstone fucking whistling theme. I don't hear that. I couldn't do that.
Just a minute, I need to see. All right.
Now you have to ask yourself, do you think that security officer knew that he was being recorded? But he'll be so quick to go and call in on somebody else about being but that was recording somewhere. Do you think that man was aware that he was being recorded? Do you? Probably not, because he didn't let him know. He covered up the screen on there.
At 10 o'clock. What's tomorrow at 10 o'clock? I'll meet. Yeah. Are you upstairs? It's supposed to be me, Mr. Brooks, and I forgot the lady. Said me too? Yeah. Who said that? I guess all of us supposed to be in there. Ain't nobody told me that.
Because he lying to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Lying. Lying again.
Now, because that came before Dennis Byron. Let's check out a little bit and see what Dennis Byron. It was only one little part that I a little bit. Dennis Byron said, right? Let me see if I can go to my. So I think that Kaleidoscope, I think that you were biased. And that's my opinion. And I think that it's wrong that you did not speak on the fact that your boy displayed that video after Dennis Byron was down at that county building taking care of whatever business that he decided that he wanted to take care of, but you didn't say nothing about that. And I'm like, that is just wrong of you. You didn't find nothing wrong. You don't think that looks suspicious of him at all? No, you just came to make a reason for him to do so. That's what you did. That's just crazy. That was some stalkering freaking behavior. It definitely was. Whether if he was going to go and fill out whatever paperwork or whatever he was checking on or whatever, he just had to do it at that time, huh? No, that's no. Another situation like that occurred with Sylvia over in New York. He just had to go over there. I'm going, knowing there's some PTOs. No, he just had to be over there. Granted, he had the right to be over there. But still, like, you're that close to that lady? Like, oh, man. Oh, no. No, and no. But he's the innocent one. Let y'all tell it. He's the innocent one, so I guess we'll just play it like that. But up in that Judge Manning courtroom, she didn't think so. And that's all it took for me. Like, oh, okay. No, she didn't believe his stuff either. If she would have believed him, then he clearly would have been favored. The courts would have favored for him. She favored for neither one of them. So she didn't believe his shit either. None. But y'all, oh, and then they shut the door. I was like, what? How could y'all be on anybody's side on that? That judge shut that shit down. Like, this is some goofy stuff. This is crazy. But nope, that ain't what y'all want. Mm-mm. 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 Let me see if this is the one right here. As he said he had to address a fraud, which you mentioned in your commentary over there about the fraud. About the fraud.
Like, let's talk about some real content. Real content. You should sign up for one of my classes, for real.
Oh, I don't even see that one that where he was in his suit. Let me look on my phone. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? How are y'all doing tonight? See, they on that type of time where if y'all don't say nothing to him, then he ain't gonna say nothing back to y'all. I had to take a vote on that one. I am. And I usually don't do no votes, but I just scrolled on my phone and saw it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I do believe that he is going to go and try to remix the story. I do. I certainly do. Okay, this one. No, 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 no. Mm-mm, not that one. Like this whole stuff going on with them, man, that shit is between them. And then when you go try to take that stuff and make it about you and insert you and stuff like that, that's just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs to me because you want to defend somebody. And then they try to put it out like he's the only one that sits on a whole bunch of receipts for this and for that. But it's not like that. You see how, Sylvia came with what she can come with also in that courtroom up there. She comes with some of her stuff. It's now feed it to the judge or the jury to see what it is that they would believe or find the truth out of this crap. That's what they would do. And the simple fact is that then I could have sworn I heard Sylvia say it was 5 missed payments. Am I wrong? I thought she said, well, he missed like 5 payments on it. I was like, what? Well, then if he missed the 5 payments, I have to ask, like, then who was making those payments to keep the car from being repossessed? I could have sworn I heard her say that, and I was like, oh my, that's crazy. Why can I not find what I'm looking for when I'm looking for it? But I can't be buying all these membership stuff like that. I can't afford it. I'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna know the story, y'all. I got other stuff to do. Yeah, he took it down. I don't see it. I don't see where he was on with his Dennis came on with like his little suit coat on today and said something back to him. But y'all know what I'm talking about because I know y'all saw it though. But this right here, let me see. This shit was funny. Not only this one, y'all remember when I played the video where the white guys did their commentary on it and they was laughing about it too? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. This shit right here cracked me up. Well, not this one, but I still want to see what he said in this one. Let me see. why it's getting hot in my house. I'm about to turn the air on.
Knew or saw the car he owned or he had in his possession. That is a fact. That would be my test.
Is it that he's just mad because Dennis is not testifying for him anymore? Now Dennis has to come up in there. Maybe like he laughed. Dennis laughed, y'all. You think he might be now gonna switch sides and be like, he gonna testify for Sylvia? That would be so interesting. That would be so funny. He have to go in there. Dennis gonna try to prove that he didn't say that to me. That's what I meant. Booker, but Booker gonna be in there trying to prove what he's supposed to be testifying for me, and he was the one that told me about the air tag and blah blah blah. Dennis gonna say, well, yeah, that was before I knew X, Y, and Z on that shit. I don't know, y'all. I don't know about that, but I do. I got $2 on Dennis gonna be standing in there on the side of Sylvia now.
I'm gonna be nice.
Okay, be nice.
I'm trying to be nice here, but be careful.
Be nice.
I don't want to have to turn up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't just talk. I don't have to do this. Just be nice.
I gotta plug
just
this
be nice.
up. Let me see what the battery's
nice.
on. 54.
She has no.
Oh, I'll be off of here before.
She was never in a position, nor was I in a position for that to ever happen. Can you say that? We'll leave that alone. So, let's talk about this case. Let's talk about Silverback's case. Sylvia. I want to say Sylvia. Let's talk about Sylvia's case. You said on your live, you gotta get your facts right. You want to be a reporter, get your facts right. You said on your live, I went into a police station. Factually untrue. I never went to a police station. I wrote a statement saying what Sylvia told me, that she put a tracker in a car. The car I was referring to is the car she sold him. I never knew or saw the car he owned.
Now he said he did. He said he did.
That would be my testimony.
He's saying that he did down in New York.
She already confirmed that she told me that. So nothing I said was untrue. You got upset when I told you the same thing. That's what happened. You said on your live, so you can't walk it back. Now, see, you was talking too much. You had diarrhea of the mouth, and you said that was the reason why you got upset. I wasn't lying. I told the truth. What you wanted me to do is lie. You wanted me to lie. You wanted me to say something.
What do you want you to say?
I could not substantiate, and that's why you were upset.
See, I wish Dennis would have shared that, y'all. I wish he would have shared that. Like, what did he want you to say? Tell us what he wanted you to say. But I get it. Dennis have to hold that information in case he go in there and testify for infamous Sylvia. Then he can have Bookham under oath sworn in saying, did you or did you not want me to say this? Bookham gonna stand there with an honest ass face. I don't know where you got that from. No, I didn't say such and such. And then Dennis, since Bookham thinks that he always got the diary of the truth, right? He always feel he got the diary of the truth. Then Dennis, while he over there withholding information from the public, he gonna be like, oh, so you didn't. Your Honor, may I? And then Dennis gonna take his phone up there to the judge and whammo, it's gonna be. I'm just saying, that's how I feel like that piece of material could play out. That's all I'm saying, right? Boy, if it play out like that, boy, I'm gonna be over here, damn my ass. What? He think that he got the diary of the truths in his phone. Like, I don't think that he's the only one that he, feels that he has the diary of truth. He has a phone of the truth. I just do not. I really do not. But he feels that way.
comes in at. That's where the problem lies. You wanted me to lie. I couldn't lie. So this trying to frame that you were a truth teller, no, you wanted me to lie on that woman.
Ooh,
I
child.
wasn't doing that. And my presence in a courthouse, in that case, would not be to benefit him.
Now you know his team
I
don't
never
like
knew.
this. His team don't like the fact that Dennis to come out here to say you wanted me to lie. You know they under fire on that, right? Like what? So basically, he's telling the people, this guy is a liar. He wanted me to lie in the courtroom, and they still ain't gonna believe it. They still don't care because they do not like his opponent. It don't matter what you say about that darn Booker. They ain't never leaving him or never forsaking him like he Jesus Christ, okay? Ever. Well, some of them have.
What car he had in his possession. I didn't know at the time that he did not have a car in his possession. How would I know that? But you wanted to frame this narrative that I knew that he had a car, a new car, that you put a track in there. And I never said that in my statement. So when you try to play the cleanup woman, you damage his case as well. Just with your video. And they're going to watch your video because I'm sure someone downloaded it and sent it to the prosecutor. I'm sure they did. I'm almost certain they did. So if the case is lost, it's not lost because of something I did. Because if we look at those charges were about many things. They have to prove these many things. It wasn't just about a tracker. Trackers in the cars are not illegal. If I sell you a car and you don't pay for it, and the car is on a payment plan, I'm going to put a tracker in your car. I had 3 cars on Turo. 3 cars. I put trackers in all those cars because I want to track the cars. That's what people do to safeguard their assets. That's what they do. So it's not unheard of someone put a tracker on a car. But the details of what happened were gray.
Oh.
You weren't a part of none of that. You came in after Johnny Froggy come lately. You were late coming to the party. And you wanted to inject yourself in a story you had nothing to do with. You were running around and saying that he was ducking service. When I told you I never was subpoenaed, but if I'm subpoenaed, I'm coming. I'm all over the place. Do you think I can't travel from the East Coast to the West Coast at any whim? I get on planes all the time. I was just on a plane. What do you think? You see a chair? Oh, he must be in Georgia because I know that chair. Do you know those chairs travel? Do you know a chair can get on a U-Haul truck? Do you know a chair could be purchased in another jurisdiction? Do you know that same identical chair could be bought in another jurisdiction? Do you know this? Are you aware that I can get on a plane and be in 2 places? Do you know I lived in 2 different states?
Yeah. Who y'all think gonna win the case? Who do y'all think is going to win the case? Huh? I don't know. It's kind of iffy. Guess we have to wait and see, right? Kind of iffy. One thing for sure and 2 things for certain. The type of journalism that I see Dennis Byron doing and the way that his show is all set up and whatever, and I don't see that on Bookham's show. Nothing close to it.
Good morning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Put a one in the freaking chat. Put a word in the chat if you hear the sound of my voice. You can't mess with a Bronx guy like that.
He has a lot of jokes, y'all. I kid y'all not. A lot of jokes. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see this. Let me see this. Oh, this is the one right here. Here it is here. Now, Kaleidoscope. This came out before Bookham's video. Bookham ran his butt down there after this man left this county jail, county courthouse. I sure did. Ain't that crazy? Now, what did he go down there for? What did he go down there for? That's what I want to know. No, I don't, because it ain't going to be nothing but a lie.
All right, guys, put a one in the chat if you can hear the sound of my voice. Put a one.
Put a one in the chat. You can hear the sound of the voice.
Good evening. Very busy day.
Y'all, my screen been frozen, so I don't even know if y'all. I missed all of it. If y'all been saying something, I missed it. Cause
you know, one thing about me, and a lot of you get to know, I really don't be playing with people. I
do. I'm just now seeing mails. My screen froze on my. Oh, there it is. There, I see you now.
So here's my breaking news. Forget.
What's the breaking news?
Content creator breaking news. This is my breaking news. As I said earlier, this case involving infamous Sylvia is going nowhere fast. It's going nowhere fast. You know, because when smart people show up and when they can hear logic versus emotions, it paints a different picture. So the notion that anyone will be dodging a subpoena is ludicrous.
Now,
these are the things that people
keep in mind. Like I said, Bookham did his live after Dennis Byron left that courthouse. Might have been 10, 20 minutes apart, right? But when he did his live, he literally came on, looking around, asking, where you at? Where you at? Oh, you ghost now, huh? Or where you at? Like a threat, like, okay, I'm here. I pulled up. When in fact, Dennis Byron mentioned absolutely, like, he didn't throw a threat. He didn't ask Bookham where he was at. He didn't ask him how long you gonna be. None of that. So how is Kaleidoscope? You're on here and you're having this particular weird ass defense for this boy, and also projecting other people feelings off of yours, which you're the one that's going continuing to position yourself as if you're still going through a current affair situation with people who you think has harmed you or damaged you or whatever, and you can't tell me you didn't see this. There's no way that you did not see this man's lie.
People say online. They say the weirdest stuff online. People dodge subpoenas, people not showing up there struggling with justice. No, we pull up. We show up. We don't play those games. This is what we do for real. Others will learn pretty soon they shouldn't play with the system. I kind of fell back and allowed people to, I don't know. I don't know. I just allow people to kind of put their foot in.
Now,
and this
here's
is one of those
a minor problem that I kind of, just kind of jumped out at me with Dennis Byron. Now, he said he was going in there to see if he had a subpoena, because a lot of people were saying that he was dodging it. But did he use your credentials? I get that we have them and everything, but if you're going in there for that, you have to, people use other, he's got, in my opinion, he's wearing his press pass badge. Like, do you need that to go into the courthouse to check and see if there's a subpoena for you or a warrant or anything? I'm just asking. See, but when people have this type of little juice behind their names, it helps them, be recognizable with a little leverage beneath their belt. Like, oh, you're somebody. Like how Bookham was doing when he was sitting in his car. He had on his little shirt that said enforcement on it when people probably were under the perception that, oh, he's a cop, but yet then he was just a security guard for the Metro Petro gas station. Yeah, kind of like that.
Cases. The breaking news is the infamous Sylvia is good. She's good. So forget the fake news. This is this and this is that. It's not happening. Not only did I show up today, I showed out. Because that's what I do. I show up and show out. So you can't be antagonizing the defendant and then claim you're a victim. You can't do that. So I had a nice conversation today. I had a very nice conversation. So when you hear stories about she's going to jail, she's did this tracker, she's done all this, hogwash.
So he said that he went inside and he had a great conversation today. And Bookham overheard that. Oh, you had a conversation? With who? So what he did was left his 2-hour position that he just got, allegedly, to speed down there, but he was underspeeding to get to this Fulton County courthouse. He wanted to go and find out who Dennis Byron was speaking to, especially when he heard the part of him saying that Sylvia's going to be okay. Oh, that worried Bookham a little bit, in my opinion. Dropped every freaking thing that he was doing to drive down to this Fulton County courthouse, right? And he know people that know some people that know some people. So whatever private conversation or confidential conversation that went on with whomever it was that Dennis Byron was speaking to, you mean to tell me that they would give that information to Booker? Wouldn't they be breaking confidentiality clauses or the law? And I had this conversation, especially if it was an official person, right? You did what? You had this conversation. So not only can, and if this is true, that Dennis Byron can file a formal complaint against this official person whom he was speaking to in private, and they took this information to go share it with him. Not only can he file a formal complaint against these people and possibly put these people in a position to lose their job for sharing this information to someone who just walks in and asks you, oh, well, what was he for? Oh, well, what did he talk about? Oh, he did. Yeah, because if you listen to Bookham's live, he'll portray it in that manner, like somebody done told him exactly what the conversation was about between Dennis and another party. And that shit crazy, because that's how he did his live. I was like, well, they told you. Why would they tell you what the hell they discussed with this man? Why would they give you any information from a piece of paper or anything that Dennis had to sign or file or do? Why would they do that? I could not understand it. He doesn't work in there. I guess. Yeah, I don't think he does, unless he's got part-time custodian position or some shit. I don't know.
How people to play their hand. That's what I did. They didn't even see it coming. I've been doing this 30 plus years. Do you think I will let a two-bit actor,
Booker, why did Dennis call you a two-bit actor?
a D-list actor, play with me? Or do you think I will let a two-bit content creator with no creativity play with me? Both of them fell right in the trap. But it gets better, but I just can't tell you how better it gets. Watch how they explode, ladies and gentlemen. Not that I welcome it, but in this case I might welcome it because
now, mind you,
the loser.
This video was about 19 minutes long. 19 minutes. And that boy drove all the way from where he was to catch Dennis. 19 minutes. So we know that he stayed. He was about 19. He was about 20, 25 minutes away. He was about 20, because he had just missed Dennis Byron within about 10 minutes or so. And he's standing out there as if Dennis Byron was waiting on him to show up on that curb. And that's just ludicrous. Now, come on, Kaleidoscope. At this point, you should be asking yourself, who's the crazy one? Who's the nut basket? Who? That man live ended 19 minutes and 25 seconds. Your boy was traveling, trying to get down there where he was. Oh, but you'll sit there and believe that it was because he went to foul and look for something and do this. You would believe that. But yet then there's a video out here with him standing up there saying, where you at? Where you at?
Let me put an S with that. They said put an S with the words. The losers. Gonna be big mad, big real soon. They're gonna have to go back and say, create a story. Hey, we had a case, Mr. Byron told the truth. Now we don't have a case anymore. That's how it's gonna look.
Oh, Lord.
Mr. Byron told the truth. The truth made more sense than the
Oh, Lord.
So
did he crush the case, Booker? Did he crush the case?
Backfire on you, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you, no one has ever avoided a subpoena. I show up. I show up all the time. They should be big mad right now.
Oh, Lord.
Making all these
Hey,
videos
Booker,
for
did Dennis go down there and crush your damn case? And he about to put you on the big stage? Boy, you got a double whopper coming. That shit is the book. I'd be mad too. I'd be mad too if he crushed my case. And he finna to make you a star? Shit. Wait a minute. He killed your case. Now he finna lift your spirits back up. Oh, hold on, Dennis. Why am I hold on, Dennis. Let me think about this. You done killed his case for him. And then you finna make him a star. Then that's some double standard stuff you doing. What the hell you doing?
just to spend a lot.
Oh, he making up to you.
An individual.
Oh, he gonna make it up to you by making you a star. Okay, that's what he gonna do.
There may be a court case, there may be a trial, but it may not be the trial that you think it is. I would just say that. It may be a trial, but
that's Dennis picking at him, right? Poking the bear.
First question I have.
What they gonna do, Dennis? They gonna come back with State versus Booker? What's going on? He poking the bear. Dennis poking the bear now on that one, y'all. He said it may be a court case, but it might not be the one you think it's gonna be. You know who ain't gonna show up? Booker probably ain't gonna show up now. He probably ain't gonna show up now. Dang, Dennis, you spoiling the damn thing, right? He's gonna say, oh, it's gonna be what? It's gonna be a court case, all right. Oh shit. Oh shit. I Booker. You Booker. You better not show up, Booker. You listen. Dennis them did some goddamn hokey pokey down there. If I was you, I wouldn't even show up to this one. I kid you not. That look like the prosecutors might do an old switcheroo on you when you get up in there. They gonna make this all about prosecuting your butt, boy. You better not go. I wouldn't go, Book. I gone right on over there with kaleidoscope and eat me some double fudge ass cookies.
Claiming he was covering the Diddy trial.
Oh
He never
no.
stepped in the courtroom.
Oh no.
Never stepped in the courtroom. It was because he was antagonizing her. He's on tape.
Dennis, Dennis, Buck, Dennis say you might not want to bring your ass. He said it just might be a warrant out for your arrest. Oh, oh, this dog. I ain't seen this. Wait, y'all. I got to see some more of this one here. This was good.
Committing to antagonize her. His whole purpose was to antagonize her. You idiot. You fell into the trap. You fell into the trap. You idiot. They heard it all. They heard all the things.
They heard it all.
They got you, man. They got you left and right.
Oh,
They got you.
Lord.
You fool.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Dennis. Now, Bookham is over. No wonder Bookham over there to my he finna display what's in that phone. No wonder, no wonder Bookham over there. Oh, it's finna get hot now. I'm finna plan it all out here. Cause you over there, Bookham. Dennis done beat you to the damn punch. Now, when you tried to have Dennis to lie, you got Dennis to lie. Dennis done took that shit down there already. Well, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Dennis done got the discovery in, and you was down there trying to get your people up in that courthouse to go get what he bring? What he do? Who he talk to? Did he bring? Boy, Dennis done slip. He said Exhibit B. Then what he say? Bookham. You and Kaleidoscope gonna have to go back to the drawing board. Cause Dennis got the hot shit up in there. And you better hope your ass didn't lie. No, I don't know. Did you try to get Dennis a lie? Bookham, call in to the show. Bookham, I'm gonna need you to call in to the show. We wants to know on the record, did you try to get Dennis to lie? That's what we want. And do he have you on recording saying that? That's what I want to know. Because somehow I feel like you do. Because your retaliation was, oh, since you want to go there, poke me again. Don't let me bring out all these texts, but don't let me put all this stuff out there. Now, here's the thing with that, though, Book. If Dennis ain't on a text message with you talking some gay shit, it wouldn't even be funny. It wouldn't even be important. Now, if you got some of that you want to disclose out here, okay, then make us laugh about it. Okay, now you can bust Dennis out. But if you coming out here with all of that, well, see, he said this on Wednesday and blah, blah, blah. And he called Sylvia a silverback on two. Well, nobody want to hear that shit. We done heard all that shit already. We want to see something that will really, really, if you got it, that will underscore a Dennis Byron. And we don't think you got it. We just don't. I don't think you got it. I don't think you got it. I think you got a whole bunch of, oh, I'm going to call you back. Yeah, Sylvia is a B. Okay, well, yeah, that's what we think you got. That's what I think you got. You ain't got no juicy stuff like Dennis. Dennis done took the hot material, Exhibit B down there. And he looked like he Pony Express jazz too. Now, we got to give that shout out to him. Because Dennis didn't say he was going down there. He just showed up. See, you on the other hand, you tell some of your stuff, then you go do it, and then you bring it back, and it's a lie.
But you'll find out how much of who you are soon enough. I'm only saying this
Oh
as
shit.
a cautionary warning for the other individual.
Uh-uh.
Don't fall into the trap.
Oh,
You came up here,
it's
tried
too
to
late.
co-sign something you had nothing to do
He
with.
already pulled in.
And
Or she pulled herself in, and then.
it does appear that you're acting in concert to commit a criminal act against this individual.
Mm-hmm.
Infamous Sylvia put an air tag in a vehicle, right? She put in a vehicle that she owned, her and her husband owned.
Mm.
There was never two air tags. First, that story, I don't know where that story came from. It went from one air tag until most recently, two air tags. You idiot. You two-bit actor. You E-list actor. Not even a D-list actor. You're an E-list actor.
E-list.
You thought you was going to outsmart the OG? Oh, it gets better. We see everything you're doing, sir.
Oh, Lord.
We see everything. The antagonistic stuff that you're doing online right now, that's going to be your downfall, sir.
Oh, Lord. Y'all.
So,
I don't know.
Let me see any videos you can make to try to spin the narrative. Because the people that the true narrative matters to already know. They say he's obstructing justice, he's not going to show up. Not only did I show up, I showed out. I ain't gonna dock somebody. I was gonna say I don't want to do that to you, sir. You gotta come
Hey, did y'all see that part? Y'all see that part? Here go Dennis. We showed up. Boy, we showed out. I did a whoop, 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 whoop. Now you know.
So that's
hey, Dennis. Dennis. Now, listen here. It don't matter how fast you done flash that little car. The book can be over there working with some super duper shit. Now, he got some shit that'll screenshot your shit before you even put it up. I'm just saying. Now you poking at the boy. Now you done poked the boy hard. Dennis flashed some damn card, y'all. He flashed some card. I'm like, what the hell?
It's going nowhere fast. The idiots played their hand. Now I knew Sylvia couldn't handle this. Like, she couldn't handle this. I knew she couldn't handle this. She didn't have the skill set to set the trap. She didn't have the skill set. I'll admit, she's smart, but she wasn't. If she understood that we were always trying to catch this guy in a lie, he fell in the trap. Now they got you, sir. Nothing you can say online is going to erase what you've done already. You said too much. Book,
that's a super rat trap. That was a super rat trap. I know you hurt. I know you got to be hurt. I saw your eulogy over there. You went to go for, and you know, that was your brother. You hung out down at the P. Diddy thing, and you on the phone with him. See, you were hoping that Dennis Byron was going to slam infamous Sylvia with you. I feel that pain. I really do. I feel that. But he just said here that you fell into the trap. Yeah, him and Sylvia had they back and forth shit going on. That's a fact. But how do we not know if that was made believe? Hey, let's argue. Let's do this. Maybe Sylvia told him that information purposely. Maybe that was the beginning of their track. Maybe it was supposed to be that Dennis was supposed to tell you and say it on the screen. Reba, maybe that was supposed to be. And all the time, you thought that your ass was the smartest online. You had something. Dennis Byron calls you up, tells you what he said online as he clears it up. Hey, Sylvia did tell me that. Then he said it was about one tag. You brought in two tags, two cars, all that stuff. And right then and there, when you started trying to do that WD-40 on Dennis Byron was steady reeling you in, got you saying stuff, thinking, yeah, that's going to work. Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to testify for you. Got you over there saying a whole heap of shit. Mm, 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 mm. This is a sorry for you moment. hmm And then all of a sudden, Dennis Byron said, I got you. I got you. So now that trap is over with. Now he gets to go and laugh and make up with infamous Sylvia, where they probably already made up somewhere behind the scenes and then nobody even know about it. But they ran that gameplay on you. Isn't that crazy? Now, I don't know exactly how it feels when it's time to feel butthurt, when the game that you like to play to win at, somebody else is winning at it. I don't know that feeling. I don't know that feeling. I don't play those type of games. I ain't got time for it, right? And I definitely don't want nobody to make me feel so bad for me doing some obstructive and destructive ass type of stuff. I don't know how you do it, Buck. I don't even know how you do it. How you want to play that game? It's the game. Well, they say the game is the dirty game out here. Scooby Doo been saying that all these years. The dirty game out here. I just don't want to be in it. I just want to laugh at it. That's it. That's all.
You really thought I was beefing with?
Uh, he said, you thought I was beefing with infamous
You
Sylvia
fell for the whole trap.
this whole time. You wanted infamous Sylvia that bad that you laid down your trust card. Who does that shit? You were the main one that would come out and play MO3. Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't your friend. But because that woman became your enemy, you chose to let Dennis in. I just bust a rap on you. You just don't even know that. I just put the extended version on that, right? That's how smooth I am sometimes. You played the hell out of that song. What part of that song did you not comprehend? But you also is that type of person, though, Booker, where you like to have a bunch of friends. You need friends. Now you over there with friends like this who need enemies. Oh shit.
Volsky was never the mark. You were the problem.
Oh.
I knew that early on. I knew it early on. You was the problem.
Now keep it bad. This is 9 minutes and 59, and Bookham is almost about maybe 10 lights, 15 lights away.
Because you were mad.
But he's doing a speed limit because he don't want the cops to stop him.
And you got a judge, and this was your get back. You idiot.
Oh.
You idiot. And the other follower is going to learn a lesson as well, I'm sure. Can't say anything now.
Yeah. I think that, because he's talking about wisdom daughter. It's unfortunately, I think that she should have ran her content with just opinionating on it and, just staying neutral in this. Like, you really fell behind somebody who just didn't know his history, didn't know how he worked, didn't know his character. And just because he's into a beef or whatever with infamous Sylvia and you don't like infamous Sylvia, you got to be careful with joining in the circus. Like, oh, so we'll see though. We'll see. Will this get to be put in a position where wisdom daughter may come out and say, okay, I was wrong. I can't, I stood by him for XYZ reasons or whatever, right? I don't know. You say so. He probably wanted Dennis to lie. Basically, basically, but everybody's got to do their own due diligence, right? You say that all the time. And got to do your homework in it. And with this whole debacle stuff, you can't do it that fast. It's like you guys got to let everything play out and play out. But I think with the car tag coming out, it opened up a lot more eyes with the people to see this type of character going on within this person. I think it really did. First, like the car thing, I just can't get back. Like, this is crazy. Like, why you just didn't pay the car note? Why you just didn't pay the? Then he gonna sit here and say, Scooby Doo, he gonna tell Wisdom Daughter that Ronald blocked his phone, or Sylvia says blocked his number so he couldn't make the payments. Then he said, this on Sylvia Live, which I got permission to play, right? Just not going to do it tonight, maybe tomorrow, because I'm a little tired. Get tired. He says that the payment that he sent in through Zelle bounced back. Bounce back from what? You mean that you probably typed the wrong name or something in there, and the bank was telling you that they cannot complete the process because something was wrong? Maybe the number was wrong, maybe the email was wrong, or maybe the name? Because that's usually all you have to have in there, and it's going to go if the funds is in your account. So there's two situations. Was the funds not in his account and he's just saying that it bounced back? What the fuck, some fun? Zelle? I Zelle all the time. Zelle. Zelle? No, the bank bounced you a message saying that either the number was wrong or not in your contacts or whatever the case may be, or the name that you're trying to spell on there is not in your, like, who you want us to send this to? So it's not that Zelle bounced back anything. I could not understand. I was like, what, nigga? I couldn't believe he said that shit. It bounced back. It bounced back because you never sent it. I was like, cut it. Booker, you know you need to cut it with the shit you say, like you're the only one out here that deals in these particular type of business-wise situation. It bounced back. So, but he says that Ronald blocked, Sylvia had Ronald block him, right? Or Sylvia broke the phone. And then he turned around and come back and says that, but he talked to Ronald, or Ronald had to go to the payphone or something like that. Ronald couldn't use Sylvia's phone from the house or his daughter's phone from the house. That, like, what the? I was like, this boy here, you know you need to quit. Now, that's a Sylvia's lie today.
But we don't do the online bullying. We don't do none of that. We don't do none of that online bullying. I said what I said, and it is what it is. Chess, not checkers. Absolutely. This idiot was this idiot was, boy, I tell you, I can't say so much right now, ladies and gentlemen, but I will say something soon enough. This idiot was talking like he had diarrhea in the mouth. In New York, talking. All over the place talking.
Now, Bookham said he wasn't.
But your boy...
Bookham says he wasn't. And the video that I saw, he sure in the hell was standing down there by Dennis Byron for quite some time with that video thing on his chest. He was, but he says that he didn't spend much time around him. He says that he was over there with Uda. Not that much. I was like, give it up, Bookham. It's a wrap. It's over for you. It's over for you. Because I'm literally watching him stand there with Dennis Byron for a minute downtown of New York City over there. I did. I saw it. I saw it. I watched him. I saw them laughing and hee ha ha. Now you got Dennis Byron out here saying that, hey, we discussed a lot of stuff right there. We laughed about this. Some of it was probably about infamous Sylvia. And now you on the screen talking about some, well, I didn't spend, no, I didn't. I was over there hanging out with Uda. Okay, but what about when you was hanging out with Dennis Byron? Now Dennis Byron is saying that you guys discussed some things. I don't know how you're going to take that out of your equation when the video clearly showed you right there with him. I don't know. He said that he didn't give the car back when they came for it. That's true. I'm still wondering why was the car parked at this alleged girlfriend house who wasn't his witness on nothing. He went to some property manager. Is the girlfriend the property manager? We ain't never seen them with no girl, but still. That was weird to me. When you had your witness testify to that. Why you ain't had no pictures and stuff taken before it came and got told? Why didn't you make a police report if the car was all busted out? Because technically, it's still in his possession. You ain't gonna file no police report? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just gonna leave it right here. I'm just gonna abandon it there. You haven't abandoned and misses 3 payments while you abandoning it. It's still in your possession. A lot of people didn't see that way. Then he had the nerve to sit over there and agree with Wisdom Daughter on a descriptive narrative that they was talking about. Well, don't nobody in Georgia, everybody in Georgia, blah, 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 has a garage or they don't even park on the street. And he over there to myself, yep, sure right. Nigga, your shit was on the street. His shit was either in a parking lot, according to what was shown out here on this YouTube street. He wasn't in no garage, was he? He wasn't in no carport or no. I was like, Bookham, how could you get in on that conversation and agree to that? And your car is not parked that way, according to those pictures and stuff on the street. He also says that he wanted his money back. Scooby-Doo, he wanted his money back for all of the work that he put into it. Really? How do you get money back from work that you had to put into it? It was in your possession. That's wear and tear. You're supposed to be taking care of the vehicle. Those are your obligations now. But then if there was $5,000 or so worth of work that you claim you put into it, why didn't you take the car back to them to have them to do the work? You could have took the car and took it to Sears or whatever. They put it on the machine and run the diagnostic test on it and say, well, hey, I can't. He didn't do none of that. He was just thirsty for this freaking car, period. $5,000 worth of what into the car? Did he put the tires on there? Because allegedly those were on a flat, which I tend to believe that he let the air out of them. I don't know. What else was $5,000 damage on it? Or oil change that he went to go have at some sucker garage, whatever he went, and the oil stick was missing. That's nowhere near close to that. What else did he do? What's $5,000? Did he paint the car? Is there a new engine in the car? What did he do for $5,000 on that car? Y'all, you come on. You know that's some bullshit, right? That's straight bullshit. $5,000.
We had to wrap the package up nicely, sir. We couldn't just deliver you. We had to wrap the package up nicely, sir. Listen with people. Stop picking on people. Leave that lady
alone. They delivered before Christmas, book.
Leave that lady alone. Stop harassing
Thank you. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. How the hell did you have $5,000 to put into a car to repair it, but you didn't have five. You could took that $5,000 and put down on a brand new goddamn car unless your credit fucked up. I mean, messed up. That's crazy. How I would never tell somebody that I want all my money back and I put $5,000 in a car, but yet then I missed 3 damn car payments. That right there is showing you that you literally was fist to screw Sylvia. If you're gonna put it in that term, if you're gonna put it and add it up that way, that I spent $5,000 in here. So you withheld the car notes to raise $5,000, to save $5,000 to put in a car to change your oil. Or oil change don't cost that much. There are no new tires on there. You didn't put a new motor in there. Did the alternator go out? Did the starter go out? That still doesn't come to $5,000. You can get an alternator and a starter put in there. If you go to the dealership, roughly, you're going to run about $800. You still ain't hit 1,000. All that stuff you done did in there still doesn't add up to nowhere near $1,000. And since he the receipt man, why did he not show y'all what he put in there? Where is that at? But don't get one, because you're going to take that over there to that property manager lady and somebody else and have them write that damn shit up.
I don't know if she's old enough to remember.
Kaleidoscope gonna write it up for you.
And WD, you should be ashamed of yourself to even engage in this stuff. You should be ashamed of yourself to even engage in this. You want people to believe she's so bad, so badly, that you would actually walk in a room and fabricate a story.
Ooh,
oh, they got you too now.
Oh, Lord.
When you stand on good business, good things happen. And let's be honest, Sylvia is actually the only one I can say.
Sylvia is the only one that has not had a chance to run. Well, yeah. I guess I better not say that because she did go and file. She did go and make her complaint against Bookham, right? And that was but for the car. That was for the car, though, right? So, yeah.
That comes out and at least make an attempt to understand this business.
And another thing, Bookham. Let me tell you the difference between or how you use the word fans. You do not have fans, bro. I was so over it because if you say that one more time, I promise you, just one more time, because you're starting to annoy me with it. You don't have fans. People like Cardi B, Jay-Z, R. Kelly, D'Angelo, may he rest in peace, Maya Angelou, Oprah Winfrey, Denzel Washington. Those people have fans. You don't have fans. You have followers. It's a big damn difference in that. Big difference in that. These people who has these fans behind them has a greater statue than you. They rich, mansions, music, philosopher, you name it. You ain't got shit. What the hell you got fans for? For what? I'm trying to understand. You say that so those people can keep hitting that BMO and that Zelle and all that stuff. Now, I couldn't help but to notice that damn EJ now, they don't drop you much of shit every week. You might want to check them. You might want to check, see if they got a job. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't never see their name rolling up the screen hitting you for no $5 or $10 at all. None. You got some men following you, and ain't none of them shaking your hand right. And to be frank, honest with you, that damn EJ talks the most shit in there. He ain't dropping a crumb. Every time EJ talk that shit in that chat and blocking those people, you ought to make EJ pay your ass at least $5 for every block he do and every shit talking he does. EJ needs to be paying. EJ need to be hitting your Vimo in your cash app up that damn screen. You should charge him. That's what you should do. That's what. Then you'll get something out of EJ. I don't see them damn men. I be over here cracking up. I'm like, okay, EJ, today your day. He got his opening thing. Hit the meet for all my friends, Y'all let me hit the. I'm waiting on EJ, right? Nothing. The whole goddamn 3 hour live. Not one damn damn. And you got fans. Listen here, you need to recalculate that shit. Cause something that math ain't mathing over there. Your fans ain't dropping it like it's hot. And you know, something wrong, boy. Something's wrong. But I be laughing.
And jealousy.
Y'all remember when they used to do the show at the first of the month? Where them videos at? I need the video. I mean, it was to be the first of the month, boy. Everybody be on here arguing. Your ass out here because it's the first of the month.
Ridiculous.
First of the
I
month.
was really disappointed in WD. Very disappointed in her that she would engage in that. But I expected years ago that this guy would do something diabolical. So you fell in the trap, young man. Chess, not checkers. Chess, not checkers.
He said nobody beat him at the game.
Just imagine.
I agree with that. I was shocked.
Imagine
I was really shocked. You know, I'm thinking because I watched it. I watched her and doing that Nesto stuff. Nesto case never caught my interest at all. Zero, none. But I figure after they separated that would just be it. Who would have ever known that Wisdom Daughter was holding all of this emotional pain in, and then all of a sudden here come the situation about this car, and she found a great advantage to jump on board. Now that she come out to speak about it, now Bookham grabs hold of it, and okay, she's on it. He's over there with his goddamn uology and Wisdom Daughter, and yeah, I only known her for a little while, and like she dead, and she's a great person. And she runs great content, and she does this and she does that, and you don't even know the damn woman. Oh, but because her APZ, she's kind of speaking somewhat that sounds like it can be a great defense for him. Now they're best of friends, but she chose it as an advantage to grow, with him, with spewing her opinions the way she do out here, when you had to know that people were going to look back to find where's this anger coming from. And there it was, this whole separation thing about this Nesto thing, and then about Sylvia, saying that, hey, you're recording in the courtroom to turn around where, okay, Sylvia had her turn. They shot at her. Sylvia recorded in the courtroom. Okay, they slammed her for it. So now Sylvia had her opportunity, and this was with that other lady who's pregnant now, that was the attorney that stood in for the YSL, right? Y'all know they went, had their little back and forth thing, right? So, and then she been holding this in. She's been holding this in a while, and finally, whammo, here comes my opportunity and my way of having an outlet to express all of this out, but through a different narrative, which was the AirTag. Same thing that Kaleidoscope is doing, merging the feelings and the stories into two different things into one. and it's like when this happened, people hope that you don't actually see exactly what it is that they're mad about or exactly what they're doing. That's how I look at it. Like, wait a minute. Okay, so you're mad at Sylvia. You're mad at Sylvia because of what? Are you mad because Sylvia did these things to you and before y'all separated? Or are you mad because Sylvia did these things allegedly to Bookham? What are we mad about? So if we're mad about Sylvia allegedly having this debacle going on with Bookham, well, what does that have to do with you? Why are you so mad, infuriated about that? I couldn't understand that because that's between Bookham and Sylvia that's going to court. Oh, so now that makes sense. Oh, you were doing the Nesto thing, and Sylvia wouldn't talk to you, and they got this recording and playing on you, and this, and then, oh, and then Sylvia was friends with the dentist, and then they broke up, and then now they back friends. Oh, you're mad about this over here too. I'm like, oh my God, you got to play neutral right now, wisdom daughter. You got to stay neutral, period. You got two different reasons of being mad, and you're merging it into one to give yourself an easy outlet to express your emotions, but making the people seem as to believe that no, you're mad because Sylvia is a liar and Dana is not lying about an air tag. You're trying to make it solely about that one narrative, that there. And that's not the truth. There's no possibly way. None. And a sane person would want to join up with someone else who you barely know, don't know his track story from 6 years ago, 5 years ago, or none of that. You find that also irrelevant because it was dealing with an Art Kelly. Your character is your character. Doesn't matter who you're dealing with in the subject or with the subject matter, right? It's your character overall. So, but you and then now he's coming out. He's shouting you out and doing all that stuff and like you about to get the Golden Glove Award and I just want to give the thanks to Wisdom and she's doing her thing and she's a great commentary and she's always on point and she wears this and she looks fabulous and she's and I'm like, really? Really? And so that bought you? Nah, that's a whole cover up, man. That was a whole cover up. Yeah, it was. But y'all know what? I'm tired and I'm done. And I probably come back tomorrow because I really wanted to react with Infamous Sylvia's video for today. So, and I got permission to do so, but I'm too tired to do so. But I'm about to finish my little wine up, have me one more glass, give me a hot shower, go and find me a movie to watch. Did y'all ever see Water Dragon? That was pretty good. I mean, no, Water Elephant. It's pretty good. I watched that last night. It's a pretty good movie. So, but hey, I will talk to y'all. Should be tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. I ain't got shit to do. Talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. It is what it is. And let's continue to keep our eyes on the show out here because hey, it's fun. Give us something to do, right? Peace out, y'all.